All right, we are.
Do we even need it tonight? Let's skip it and see.
Okay, we're live. Right.
In the dark, because I forgot to set up the light. Hey, howdy.
Something. My contact is like dirty or something. Well, do your
Hey, yo, welcome to Wonderful World of HungryHeath. I'm not a classically trained chef. What I am is a self-taught home cook. I've studied under several chefs. I have a PhD from YouTube University and a black belt in Google Food. I love to cook. The only thing I love more than cooking is my wife. The sensational chili eat steak. Called the Friday Night is what you're watching right now. Together, we love to cook.
Yes.
Like one of the first things we ever did together was cook.
Well, the first thing I did for you was cook for you. And you were like, so
love.
Yeah, because that's when you decided that you were like, okay, I'll stick with this one.
She actually knows how to cook.
Right? Because what was the first meal I made you?
Chicken fried steak, homemade mashed potatoes, and homemade green beans.
Mm-hmm.
I differentiate that because growing up, I'd never had that before. Everything was from a
Wait just a second, y'all.
So annoying. And we checked before we went online because I don't know if they can still hear us.
Yeah, now they should hear us.
Sorry, folks, we don't understand. I really want the cable company to come out here and drop us a line on that wall so we can plug in. What?
I need to wash my contact. Like there's a little blurry spot. It's bugging me, y'all.
Why don't you run to the sink and fix it? Then I'll do story time.
I can run to the bathroom to fix it, dear.
All right.
The sink.
Well, the sink in the bathroom.
Take my contact, run out water under it.
You're going to do that anyways in the bathroom?
No, you use a solution.
I don't wear that stuff. I'm Superman.
So,
I have other ailments. I have other kryptonites.
Oh, we know. Well, sorry about that at the beginning, but hopefully now everything is going well. It looks well on my side here. You see the little tonight's question right down.
Oh, she didn't even proof me with that. What are we asking them? Or what are they asking us?
I'm asking them, what is your favorite steak topping? Oh. Since what are we making tonight?
Steak.
And
some sauteed veg. And we just threw this together several nights ago. I guess about a month ago now. I think it was a fasting night for Shelly, and I just want something quick and easy. So we had bought several packages of ribeyes, and we freeze them, put them in the freezer in twin packs. So I thawed one out, and I just threw it in the air fryer. It was real quick and easy, and we had a bunch of odds and end pieces of vegetables. So she sauteed them for me because that's her love language. She loves cooking. And plated it up, and it was amazing. I was like, you know what? This was so good. Let's show them how we did this. Let's do it on a feast one night because it was just so good. And all I did was the ribeye. I'll show you here in a second. Just threw it in the air fryer. 10 minutes for about. What you have it set on 450?
No, 350.
350. It's even better. For about 10 minutes, and I'll let it chill for a little while. And it's like comes out perfect. And they're bone-in ribeyes, and the dogs are real happy too because they get the bones afterwards. Mm-hmm. Oh, that's another thing we forgot to do.
What?
We get our plates down. I got our silverware. We don't have any plates.
Well, you'll have time. When I get up
in a second, yeah.
You'll have time. Well, so this is exciting, right?
Yeah.
I can't believe it's Friday already. How about y'all? I hope everyone else had a wonderful week and it went quickly.
One-on-one with my supervisor today, I was telling him how these years were going by fast.
You're covering your face. Okay, there you go. I heard you earlier doing like a big belly laugh. Was that over?
I really don't remember.
I just heard you going, ha, 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 ha. And I was like, okay, something's funny.
I don't know. I really don't remember now.
Wow.
Just living in the moment.
So, yes. So that's how your one-on-one went?
Yeah, going perfect.
Oh, wow. I'm sure I'll get to hear more later.
He's stellar as usual. Moving on. Yeah.
Okay.
Keep on keeping on is what he said. What are we doing with these stuff? What do we have here?
So what we've got, and I'll show as I add them, but I've got some onions, some sweet peppers and jalapenos, mushrooms, and cabbage. And that's going to make our topping or sauce, because you topped it.
No. Well, yeah. Well.
Yes, you did. That's our picture we used.
Yeah. And there was, I guess the rest of it fell off. Oh, you're asking what my favorite side is.
Oh, your favorite steak topping.
Yeah, I don't know. I like Oscar. Well, I don't have a favorite. I like them all. That's the thing. I like Oscar style. I like shrimps. I like the Cajun. What's that one we've gotten before where it's a
at Saltgrass?
Yeah, well, it's that one too, but we've had it somewhere else too, though. But it's shrimp and crawfish topped on it. I like lobster. Well, I like my turf and turf, where it's pork belly on top of it. Remember, we went to that one restaurant and I asked him if we could do that, and he's like, "Oh my god, it's amazing! I'm gonna have him add that to the list."
And I think that was up in Minnesota or Wisconsin,
because they had a appetizer. It was thick cut bacon, is what it was. And I asked him, I said, "Dude, you've heard of surf and turf, right?" He's like, "Yeah, of course." So I'm like, riddle me this. You got this thick cut. Can I order that as a side or as a topping for my steak? And we'll call it turf and turf. And he just lit up. He goes, "I'm going to talk to the boss. We're going to add that to the list. That's going to be one of our new items." Turf and turf. I like that.
Right. It is good.
Trust the fat kid. I'll tell you all about the food.
But what you had last night.
Yeah. Last night, I'm kind of embarrassed, but I'm also very, very pleased. We told y'all, we've been talking about it for a while, that we weren't going to go out to eat for the rest of the year. Somebody had a weak spell. I've been tasked with telling somebody we can't go out to eat anymore.
And have you once ever?
But I am too nice of a person. And I enjoy going out to eat way too much. So when somebody who won't be named says, "Hey, where are we going to eat tonight?" And I said, let's go here. She's like, "No, I don't want to go there. We go there all the time." I was like, "Okay, let's go here." And I made her a reservation and showed it to her. She goes, "No, we're not going there. We do that all the time too."
Because your default is Tex-Mex.
Oh yeah, because it's the bestest.
I can't see. Let's get there.
So she said she was feeling like Italian. I was like, ugh. It's so hard. In my opinion, it's hard to eat Italian on keto.
But this is what I told him, if you don't mind me interjecting.
I don't have a choice now. You done did it.
You always have a choice.
Yeah, like it or lump it.
This is my opinion when it comes to Italian food. If you go to fast casual, or I would say any Italian chains, or I would say a mid-range Italian restaurant, yeah, it is very pasta forward. Like everything has pasta.
Not just pasta also, but all the carbs.
Well, that's most of the carbs.
Yeah, I know.
Pasta or risotto.
I know, but that's what this place too is all. Like all their side dishes was either risotto or potatoes.
No.
90% of that menu is.
No.
Okay.
Because you even said on one of the sides was Italian sausage.
Okay. That was one of them, though.
Yes, Italian sausage, broccolini, asparagus.
Okay.
And then there was meatballs.
Okay, that's going to be wrong. You can't choose that either, though, because they're always going to have the breadcrumbs in the meatballs. So that's already out. Broccolini is disgusting, so I'm never going to order that. So that's not on the list for me. You got to look at things the way Heath does it.
All right, but anyways, as I was saying and I'm going to go ahead and add the onions to this. As I was saying, it seems like, fast casual chains, Italians. I mean, those generally, everything is like a side of pasta. Pasta. Like their actual menu is pasta. But on this one, if you notice the menu, They had their apps, their ensaladas, and zupas. Then they had pastas because in Italy, that's how you do it. Then they had 3 different sections of meats because they had the carne, the seafood, and the poultry.
Correct. But like I was saying, every single one of those items, I mean, those little sections, all had accompaniments that were carbs.
Mine didn't.
Okay. The ones I was looking at, I even had to get them. The dish I chose came with risotto. I had to section it off or choose something different.
Well, that's no different than a lot of steakhouses come with a potato.
I know.
So but I'm saying a lot of like chain restaurants, everything is with spaghetti, and they don't really they might have broccoli or maybe asparagus for an upcharge.
Right.
But I guess you don't agree with me, even though we talked last night and you agreed with me. Today he's changed his mind, everybody. All right, continue on. I won't make my statement then.
I don't remember what I was talking about.
All right.
I just know, in my personal opinion, that even how wrong it might be, it's hard for me to go to Italian.
Okay. Never mind.
I'm going to go season this.
Well, show them the steaks. And I'll read some comments. Shauna said, alrighty, just a few 7 hours to go. She was our first commenter today.
I like that, a few 7. That's
Carrie
awesome.
said, the food on the trailer looks so good. I know. And then a lot of days have been caffeine free. And then I see Lynette says, hey guys, I'm going to have to miss the Friday night feast. Jesse and I need to finish dinner and get in bed by 7.
Aren't these some beautiful steaks? Look how the fat cap on that. I love this.
I just have to have a lot on my plate right now, and I've been working even longer hours this week, not just with tailoring, but collecting documents for my attorney. I'm just 100% exhausted.
And I just find it easier when I'm doing these in the air fryer. Just dust them out over the little thing here.
Over the basket. And she said, I'll be sure to watch it on the replay tomorrow morning. Well, good morning, Lynette. I hope you got some good rest because that's really important. Sharon is here. She says, on my way home or on our way home. Well, good. Be careful. She says, well, Steph just did a detour to Tractor Supply. He was like, oh, wait. Twitchy Cute Cat said, hi, Shelly Heath and the wonderful Friday night horde. Well, hello, Lynn. How are you?
Oh, you want to finish?
And Shauna said, hello, hello. And Carrie said, Heath and Shelly, the lighting looks good on my end. Well, thank you.
Look how thick these are, too. Did we have them slice these, or did we already?
No, they were already sliced. Gigi's here. Hey, Gigi. She said, good evening, everyone. How are you? And Sharon said, favorite steak topping is sour cream mixed with horseradish and dill. Ooh, that sounds really good. Okay. Once those saute for a couple minutes, once they become translucent, and maybe if he wishes, when he comes back, he'd get me the actual fish spatula to use on this. And then once that is, so we've already sliced up some jalapenos and those mini sweet peppers. Because last week at Kroger, if you bought, we'll wash it out. Don't put the liquid in there.
No. I was going to ask you if you would give it to the.
No, just down the sink. Last week at Kroger, if you bought this mini sweet peppers, you got a package of the Nature Sweet cherry tomatoes for free. So that's why we got those, and we still have that. And Elle Strange is listening in. She says still working, so listening in. I understand that. Working it. I feel like a lot of people, Betraya, she was having a crazy day with work, and it's just nuts, right? Okay, and we're just going to toss this around. This will be a nice, colorful little side dish now. Just add some salt in there and get that going. right. And then 22 Cat said, that darn cat is starting awfully early tonight. I know. And then Sharon said, the cat just wanted to say hi. And Shauna said, go fix it with saline. Laugh aloud the sink. I know. I need to go do the saline. Barely Begun said, hey, y'all. Hey, Coda, how are you? I don't know where you put it. And Coda said, Heath, I like to say I am Superman, just putting in my time as Clark Kent right now.
All right.
That's awesome. Let's see here. Oh, Shauna said, I'm so glad this week has lasted forever. Well, I'm sorry, Shauna. But yeah, it's finally Friday, right? And Brenda F is here. Hey, Brenda. She goes, hi, how are you? Oh, and Shauna said, tomorrow I get to go scrapbook for about 11 hours. Oh, how nice. And I see Brenda S is here. She goes, hello, feast friends. How are you doing, Brenda? And I see Kathleen is here. And she goes, hello, everyone. Hope you're having a good night. We are. How are you? And Keto Simple's here and said, hello, everyone. Hey, Dustin. And Dustin said, I love fried cheese dipped in marinara sauce. Really scratches that Italian itch.
Yes.
Ooh, that would be good. Fried cheese and Italian. Well, we had some good meals. I mean, since it's so hard to find something Heath managed, what did you end up getting last night?
I don't remember. We'll probably be wrong anyways.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, he doesn't remember. I had a wonderful salmon. That was delicious. Rickwood's here. Hey, Rickwood. She goes, happy Friday, folks. How are you? El Strange said, I'm just about to make a steak topping for steaks. Okay, I'm probably going to mispronounce this, but yakiniku sauce, Japanese sauce, soy-based. I'm going to keto it. Ooh, please share.
That sounds amazing.
And then Keto Simple said, or sausage with cheese and dipped in marinara. Oh, yeah, that's really good. I was really impressed with what I had last night. I still remember it. Dustin said chicken cutlets, keto breaded with mozzarella and marinara, right? Like a keto chicken parm. That is really good too. And Brenda said, it's the Friday night fight.
Only because somebody's in a mood and wants to attack me.
No, I'm not attacking.
You're not stopping either.
And Keto Simple said, this Friday night fight might be just more entertaining than Tyson and Paul fight? Really?
I'm not going to eat her ear.
I don't know. I know he won't be eating anything, that's for sure. Let's see. Carrie said the cows walked into a marijuana pasture. Who knew the stakes could be that high? Oh, wow. And Keto Simple said, Friday night fight. Brenda F said, steaks, yum. That they looked yummy. I know, they really did. Sean is here. Hey, Sean said, hello, Horde, and happy anniversary, Sean.
Yes, happy birthday. That's awesome. Did you say y'all were together 30 years?
No, 33. It was 3 years ago they celebrated 30.
That's true, yeah. That's amazing.
33 years. That is awesome.
It's crazy, too, because they don't look that old.
I know. I'm like, what?
They got together in elementary school?
I know, right? And I was
That's
looking
amazing.
at all of the photos because I'm nosy like that.
Well,
and I was like, oh, look, did you see the young Sean and Michelle? I was like, oh, look at them little kids. They're so cute.
I didn't get to look at all that.
They're so cute.
That's
I love
awesome,
it.
though.
And Carrie said, I was able to fill up the fridge with the food grant, lots of ground beef, and the pork shoulder has lots of fat. Sad that June will be the last of the food grant. Well, but you loaded up now, so that's good. You can make it last. Shauna said, oh, it's too early for pouting.
See, there again. I'm wrong again.
Oh, geez. Here he goes again, y'all. Patty said, good evening. I'm multitasking, packing, cleaning, laundry, and food prep for our trip.
Awesome.
Wow, Patty, that's awesome. That's a lot to do, right? Keto Simple said, Baha, Shelly beat me to it. Baha, it wouldn't be her ear.
Wow. Look, the sun is still out.
Well, what was it you always said? You could be right. What is it you always say for a husband?
I know what you're talking about, but also I'm having a brain fart.
I could be right or I could be happy.
Right.
And right now you're choosing to try to be right. So, I mean.
No, it's just very offensive when I'm told my opinion is wrong.
I'm not telling you your opinion is wrong. We talked about this actually last night, and you agreed with me.
I don't remember that, but I'm agreeing with you now.
Because what I was saying is it seems like at higher end, authentic Italian restaurants that they are more like if you go to American Steakhouse. Yes,
right.
They'll still have some carbs, but it's not pasta forward.
Okay, but can we get to the point of this, though?
Oh, wait, what was that?
We were going to tell them why we chose that restaurant.
Oh, wait, why did we choose it?
We chose the restaurant so we can go fight what we wanted to do.
Well, obviously, we didn't fight last night, but we're doing that tonight.
We were back and forth over where to go because my default is always Mexican food because I love it. And she said that she's kind of burned out on it, didn't want to do that. And then we were looking at a steakhouse. She's like, well, what's the point of doing that? We're having steak tonight. So she's kicking around. We found another Italian restaurant that honestly, we haven't been there in over 5 years. We haven't been there since we've been keto.
Well, and it's in the Woodlands,
yes.
So it is it's about a 40-minute drive from us because it's actually the back of the Woodlands.
Yeah.
And it is very high end. Like it's
they're very proud of their stuff.
It's very romantic because he was asking me, what do you really want? And I do love like good Italian food. And I said, well, I would love some really good Italian. This place, every time we've gone before, he always orders the same thing. It's dynamite. The owners are great. On last night, they had a live piano player. And what was cute is in the reservation, you put it was our anniversary.
Yeah. But I thought was really neat, too, is one of our keto favorite joints to go keto. It's about an hour south of us, and they only have valet parking because the lot they're on, they're kind of shoehorned into it. So
Houston.
Yeah, so they don't even have an actual parking lot. They have just enough room for you to pull in, you valet the go. So we were like, we don't want to do that. And what I get there all the time is a double bone-in pork chop. But I just smoked the pork butt. So I was like, I mean, I already had it heated up. I was going to honestly plan on having the pork butt for dinner. I was like, well, I'm going to go out to have pork when I have pork here. So she talked me into it. And I can't even pronounce it correctly.
So what he's always gotten at this Italian restaurant that they do extremely well is osso buco. And it's veal shake.
It's so good.
Shank. That they braise for 5 to 6 hours or something.
I don't even need a knife to cut it up.
Oh no!
And beautiful.
It's normally served with a Parmesan risotto, but they easily swapped it for asparagus, and it was the long stem asparagus. Yes. And then I got the fennel crusted salmon that was out of this world.
It looked good.
It came with asparagus already and cherry tomatoes.
I was jealous of that because I wanted some cherry tomatoes. I love tomatoes.
But we also ordered an appetizer and we split a salad. But what I liked is when we went there, because it was our anniversary.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm sure we were anniversary of something. Uh-huh. And they already had our table picked out and they had rose petals. I thought that was a nice touch. Yeah. And then when the server came, he was all like very nice, and he was, they had a cocktail menu and a wine menu. Because it's Italian, right? And he's like, oh, do you want to look at these? And I was like, no, we won't be ordering any alcohol. And he's like, okay. And so he took them away. And then we started with the burrata,
that sounds amazing.
Porchetta. or prosciutto. And so what they do is they lay the prosciutto on the plate. They put some arugula on top, some pecans, and then a big ball of burrata. So burrata is similar to mozzarella, but it's a lot creamier. So when you cut it, it like kind of spins. Yes.
Is it called buffalo?
Buffalo? Yeah, probably. But burrata, and then they drizzled some balsamic over it.
Dynamite.
Oh my gosh, that was incredible. And I won't even tell the price of how much that was. A lot. Oh, and there was like maybe one fig total that they sliced up. I wasn't worried about a little tiny fig. And then I told them, Gesundheit. I was like, ooh, this one salad, it was spinach with blueberries, strawberries, blue cheese crumble, and then a raspberry vinaigrette. And I was like, look, instead of spinach, can we get the mixed field greens that they had in another salad? So easy to swap.
Like, yeah, sure.
And then when they brought it out, because I said we were going to share it, they already separated the plates for us. And then they did the fresh cracked pepper.
That service.
Yeah, and then when they serve the entree, the chef or one of the chefs actually comes out and serves the entree to you, and then does the fresh Parmesan on top.
It's kind of wild the way I saw you doing it on the other tables too. They have a giant cone-shaped cheese grater, and he just holds it up and just grades fresh a huge block of cheese.
Amazing.
It's very, very good.
And so then at the end, and then at the end, we're doing all that. And then at the end, the guy says, well, I know it's your anniversary. He says, but I'm just checking. Normally we would get a glass of champagne, but I'm guessing you probably want to pass on that. And I said, yeah, we just don't drink alcohol. So passed on that, which was fine. And I was just really impressed. Yes. The service was nice. It was very romantic. It's dimly lit. We were in a nice little kind of corner. And
when you see the pictures on Sunday,
you'll see
the lighting's kind of weird there. All of our plates are yellow tinge to them.
But I think I found how to correct that too. I was playing around today.
Okay.
So let's see a few more. I see just Jason Keto and more is here, and he said, hey, good evening, everyone. How are you, Jason?
And in the show notes, I'll have a list of exactly what we ordered.
Yeah. And then Carrie said he's trying to stay cool in the house. It's 87. Yeah, I saw where you told Maitreya that. And then Lisa said, he just need a quick snack before the live. I recognize the symptoms of hangry. Is that what it is?
Yes, I was telling you that.
That's true. You did tell me beforehand.
I told you, I thought I had a pretty big lunch, but I was grumbling.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so to finish this, here is all the cabbage. And it seems like a lot, but cabbage will cook down.
Want to go on top? I think it attacks better on top.
Yeah. No, on bottom.
Not the lid.
Yeah. Lid might stop it. And then what I've got here is just fresh minced garlic, because hopefully tomorrow I get to the farmer's market in time, because the one farmer I really like, he's got like 3 or 4 different varieties of garlic. And I was just like really excited to try those different garlics that he has. Like I want one of each. So, and I posted in the chat today about what all he's got at the farmer's market. So I'm just like really excited for that. Now I'm going to do some salt. I feel like with cabbage, you always need a good amount of salt. And then what we've got here is our Creole seasoning.
Oh yeah. Speaking of, this reminds me of that container we're using right there. That's where we repoed it from my soon-to-be brother-in-law.
Right.
That was we actually gave it to him several years ago as a Christmas present with our pork and poultry rub in it. Well, he sent it back to me for a refill. Well, we have yet to do that.
Well, you know what? Since they're getting married in July, we should just give them a full set of spices for their wedding.
Yes, it's an idea. That's a very good idea.
Instead of going and buying something else for them.
Make our own. Well, you know what we'll spend money on? We'll buy them the jars.
Yeah.
That'd be amazing to do that.
Okay.
But what made me think about this, one, it's for D. But I also checked with my boss today, and I had him pull it and double check. I actually have her wedding off. My vacation is in for that day.
Oh, okay, good.
And y'all, this thing's so cute. And that's what I was laughing about with him today. She's actually getting married on July 11th.
7-Eleven.
So I told her, I said, "Are you gonna? Is your wedding gonna be sponsored by 7-Eleven?" And he's like, "Dude, you should have her lean into it really and send them a message and an email, whatever, and see if they'll donate stuff to her. Send her stuff out and have her
right. That'd be cool.
And it's awesome too. It's her husband, soon to be husband's, one of his kinfolk. I think it's his uncle. I don't remember for sure, or maybe it's his boss. Something like that. Somebody on his side of the
one of his coworkers.
Yeah, is as a wedding present is sending them on a cruise out of Galveston. I think that's amazing.
Shada says you need a snack.
I told you I did.
Well, then go eat a snack.
We don't have any. That's the problem.
You've got keto bricks in there. You could have had a few of those, and then maybe you'd be nice to your wife.
Anymore. Because Snickers, remember they fill you up, but I can't have peanuts.
I said keto brick.
I know that, but I didn't.
Melissa's here. Hey, Melissa. She goes, ear hustling for a while. I work. Hopefully, I don't get another call and can head out on time. It's been a long week. Oh, goodness. I feel like everybody today has had like a stressful work day.
I really haven't, though.
No, well, I wouldn't say mine was stressful, but it was busy. And they're changing. We use a ticket system for like our call center and our email or message center to put in like requests for when it comes to NCDs. Well, they're changing the format of several of those, and we went over it yesterday. And my manager didn't think it was going to roll out to like sometime next week. It rolled out midday. And so we were getting, no, that's for on top of the steak. And so we were getting stuff. And of course, it's supposed to cut down on errors that they make. And so
it's causing more errors.
Well, there's always a learning curve, right? So hopefully we'll get it straightened out. But they were like, on a Friday? Why are they rolling out on a Friday?
Speaking of snacks, I know one other thing we need to add to the store for HEB. Any more pork rinds? We don't have any.
Oh, okay. Sherry's here. Hey Sherry. She said, greetings from a beautiful weathered Leavenworth, Kansas. Well, hello. Are you kissing me, or are you sending kisses to the horde?
Yes. Yay!
Keto Simple said snacks are good, right?
I know, but I don't have anything readily available.
That is not true.
Okay.
You have keto bricks and you have keto fudge.
Speaking of, you should just go start on that one. Or wait on us to cook.
Shada said fungi. I know. Jason said that they are, Dustin. That they are. The snacks are good. And then Carrie said, I know that if I ever buy a restaurant, I will name it, I don't know, then no one can get into trouble. When I was married, I would always get into trouble since I never knew what to eat. Right?
Well, I thought there's a meme for that. The restaurant was called I Don't Care.
Yeah. Keto Simple, going to Italian places always gets me into trouble.
Yes.
But you didn't get into trouble yesterday.
No, because somebody was bird dogging me.
I don't know, because even when I looked over, no, because that is incorrect. I know I'm not supposed to correct you, but that is incorrect, sir, because you even looked at the pasta. You said, I don't even care for pasta. That's what you said.
My problem is not the pasta.
Okay.
It's the cheese sticks, the cheese bread and stuff like that, and the breads.
Oh.
I I have always and still am a bread fiend.
Well, I don't think they even had cheese sticks on their appetizers. Because remember, we were thinking about getting, was it octopus?
Yeah. That's the thing, too. I love that kind of stuff. It's all breaded.
Yeah. Well, it did say lightly breaded, but.
Still breaded.
Yeah. No, it said lightly fried. So it might not have been bread. We didn't even ask. It said lightly fried. It didn't mention being breaded. So it might have been just. Because sometimes in Italians, they don't bread the squid. Right. They just lightly fry it with stuff.
So it's like you said, the cheap ones do that.
Yeah. And then, but what was because we were thinking of the burrata.
Yeah.
There was a pear gorgonzola salad, which I know pears, but I mean, it's a whole food. It's better than, like a piece of cake, but it had pears and gorgonzola and pecans in it. And that sounded good. And then there was another appetizer that we were thinking about that you were like, ooh, that sounds good too. But it was something else with.
Oh, it was the asparagus.
Oh.
Because I'm going to steal it.
I'm
going to steal this idea.
Wasn't it basically asparagus Oscar?
Basically, yeah.
It was asparagus coated in Parmesan, topped with lump crab meat.
Yes, it sounded really. And I think it had a tomato medley with it too.
Yeah, and that was an appetizer, but. We decided on the burrata. I decided because I freaking love burrata. It's like it's just so freaking good. Like I didn't even want to share, but I still did because I would have just ate the whole burrata by itself. And so anytime I see it, and
that one also has prosciutto underneath it too.
Yes,
really good.
Yes, and that was really good. And then,
and there was no valet.
Right, that's nice. Because it's actually in a parking lot with Trader Joe's.
Right.
But it's called Via Emilia. And again, they're just always, it's always been fabulous when we've gone. Yes. It's very romantic, very posh, very, very upscale. Like you kind of have to dress up to go in there. So
at least I feel like I need to at least.
Right. Well, everybody in there was dressed up. Nobody was in shorts and a tank top.
I felt weird wearing a ball cap.
Right. So, like, there was men wearing suits and stuff like that. Ooh, get your glove and take that off for me, please. So it was very nice and very upscale. And again, my salmon was out of this world delicious. Like, the whole time I was just savoring. I was like, oh my gosh, and it had a lemon beurre blanc sauce. So the whole time I was like, oh my gosh, this is so good. Like, I took longer eating my salmon than he did his osso buco, which was like twice the size, right?
And then she's usually very bougie about her salmon, doesn't like store-bought. She only wants wild.
Yeah.
But they knocked it out of the park.
They did. It was amazing. And the asparagus was perfect too.
Yes.
It was really good. So now we're not going to eat out the rest of the month.
Until we go back to there tomorrow night.
No. We'd have to take out a second mortgage.
I'm just saying.
When you get up to get the steak, do you mind getting the olive oil? And Dustin said, hey, but, right?
What?
El Strange said, yum. He said, but. Lloyd's here. Hey, Lloyd said, hello, peeps. How are you doing? Long time no see.
Are we ready? Is that done?
Basically, yeah. And then Shauna said, laid out the burrata, etc. Did you whip out the pork rinds?
We didn't bring them with us.
No, we didn't bring them with us. You just you take a little bit of the Parmesan, the prosciutto, and the arugula, and then the cheese, and you just kind of stir it together on your fork, and it's just so good. And then Lloyd said, great dinner, right? Patty said, that meal sounds way above my pay grade.
Large too, but somebody had a thing. She had a moment.
My coworker, she was asking me all kinds of questions, because she went out with her boyfriend and they went and got burgers. And she was like, oh, what did you get? How much was it? And I told her, and she was like, oh my gosh.
Baby, I told you don't kiss and tell.
Well, she's my work sister, so I kind of have to. But, it was really pricey, but it was so good. I can't help myself, y'all. Carrie said the cabbage will cook down. That's right. And Lisa said, okay, clocked out 10 hours of overtime for the week. Excited. I bet you are. Ooh.
See, those look amazing just out of the air fryer.
That does look good. Sharon said, okay, home, everything unloaded and put away. Nice. That's good. What did Steph get at Tractor Supply? Which steak do you think is smaller? Or you want to take them and weigh them? Because I want the smallest one. Or do you want to cut the bones off first? What do you want to do?
Yes, please.
Oh. Might be better with a steak knife.
In here.
And a fork. Wherever that is. And then the olive oil, please.
Oh, yeah. What the heck is that?
The olive oil, babe, it's right over there by, it's that tall, the yellow. No, baby, right there in front. Mm-hmm.
Oh, this one right here, big letters says olive oil.
Mm-hmm.
This one?
Mm-hmm.
Who would have thunk?
Mm-hmm.
Is that done cooking? So I can unplug it?
Well, give me just a moment, and then you go feed the dogs, and then figure out which steak is smaller. And then I'm just gonna add a little bit of olive oil. This is an extra virgin, so it does have a higher smoke point than extra virgin olive oil. So this is like olive oil that you would saute in. And it actually says for sauteing and grilling. All right, let's stir this up again with that olive oil. And while Heath is weighing the steaks to see which one's smaller.
Oh, that's hot.
Yep. Yeah, put it on there first and then turn it on. Okay. 22Q Cat said, I need one of those cast iron lids like you have. Nice. I don't have lids for any of my cast iron. I think we found it at an antique mall, didn't we?
12.8, yes.
12.8.
And I think it's actually a little too small for that one.
Yeah, a little.
11.5.
Okay, I'll take the 11.5. And then let's do the butter here.
I want to make sure they're not fighting, though.
Well, he probably ran off to the bedroom or to the office. That's where Sam likes to go.
It's almost like it's his office. Right?
Mm-hmm. There we go. And then one last pat of butter here.
Do you have a napkin over there?
Yes.
Because mine went somewhere.
All right. And then we will turn this off. And Eric would said, good name for a restaurant. It doesn't matter to me, right? Melissa K said, my mom's birthday is 7/11. My parents were high school sweethearts, but broke up, went their separate ways, and met up again when they were 24, 25. My mom was so impressed because dad remembered her birthday. Oh, that's so sweet. So do you want your veggies on the side?
Yes.
Okay.
And on top.
And on top. Okay. I didn't know since you sprinkled your cheese.
Well, I want the cheese.
Okay.
Love my cheese.
Like that?
Yeah.
Does that look good? You want to show them or put a little more cheese on it for presentation?
Oh, let's drop it, Heath.
Yeah.
What'd you think?
Well, I get this onion. Don't want to let go. You want me to scoop the rest of these on yours if you can hold that up?
Oops. Yeah.
No, hold this up, babe.
Oh, and then use a spoon too, possibly.
Yeah. Well, you can hold it for me. I can just shove it on. Well, where I can see it. Is it too hot?
No, I'm just not. I had to forget. I had to remember I'm not left-handed. One day I'll do this like an adult. Is that funny?
Cast your vote now. Up higher. There you go.
And then now, once you scrape it, and walk right over there and put it on the stove.
Yeah. All right, there you go. And then when you come back, I'd like some of that cheese too. Rotsy. All right. Well, that is so sweet about your high school sweetheart parents. Shad said, did he break out his dress hat? No, he wore his ball cap. But that's fine. He looked okay. Sean said, we went to one of our favorite places tonight for dinner. Nothing fancy, just really good food. Shell and I both got ribeyes, and our daughter got crab cakes. Ooh, I love crab cakes. That sounds amazing, Sean. Sharon said, Steph needed some metric screws. He is setting up a lathe on the CNC machine. Oh, fun.
You don't have a drink in here?
Yeah, remember I told you the...
Oh, yeah.
Lloyd said, dang, that meal is slapping, right?
It was crazy, too, y'all. It was just a throw together. Seriously. Almost an afterthought.
And then Tweety Cute Cat said, you're about to have two happy pups, little pups with their bones. So what I'm drinking tonight, y'all, this is Kavita. It is a sparkling water kefir drink, and it's mojito flavor, which is lime, mint, coconut. Doesn't that sound good? And let's see. Kavita is crafted with our proprietary cultures and the finest organic ingredients. I'm sorry, I'm gonna have to clean my. I can't read the little tiny print because of my contacts messing with me. I'm gonna try this. I got them on sale last week. That's different. I want you to try it. I don't know. TQ Cat said, yummy, and didn't take long to make it all, right?
It's different. I don't know if I like that.
I know, it's different.
And not different good either.
It's very lime forward, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's almost like just lime. Just straight lime. I feels like I'm just drinking sparkling lime.
I don't know if I like this one either.
What was that?
The Berryade.
Oh, and I got you a lot of those.
All right, I got to go in for the steak.
All right, let me try your Berryade.
Right? It's different. I feel good.
That was a, woo. I don't know. That, it's like kind of like a grape soda, but it's so sweet to me. Sean said, hee, now I'm laughing because I'm thinking about the Princess Bride. I am not left-handed. Right? Oh, what's this? Brenda said, Shelly, I just made my second batch of kombucha and it turned out so good. Thanks for giving me the confidence to try.
Aww.
That is awesome, Brenda.
That's very awesome.
Oh, I hope you share in our Facebook group because that sounds amazing to me.
Oh, yeah.
Now,
I forgot to tell you that, too.
Oh? What did you flavor your kombucha? And look, it's still medium rare.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Wednesday was our department meeting,
Mm-hmm.
our team meeting. And just out of nowhere, my supervisor announced that he subscribed to the channel and told everybody else to go do it too.
Aw. Well, that's sweet.
All right.
Mm-hmm.
What's that?
The Princess Bride is a classic movie, Sharon said. It is.
Yeah.
And John said, laugh out loud. Hello, my name is Inigo Montoya. You killed my father. Prepare to die, right? But there was something else we watched, I feel like, recently with Mandy.
He was a detective. Remember? And they were back. What was the show called, though?
And what? Tell me more.
I don't remember now.
Oh, he was a detective. That's what we know. That narrowed it down.
And he had a weird accent. He kept going in and out with it.
Oh, yeah. It was like on a cruise ship.
Yes.
What was that show? Anybody else watch that? It was on a ship.
Was it a show or was it a movie?
It was like a movie, right? Or a
Oops.
mini series? Because they're saying there should be a part 2. What?
I was to say, was it like a Netflix or Hulu or something like that?
Don't ask me. But they were all on a ship, and he was helping the young woman because she was trying to figure out who killed who, which ended up the person who got killed was actually his partner undercover. It was a really good show. Patty said, I think this is the first time I've ever heard Heath say he doesn't like something. Laugh out loud. Right. So far and few in between.
So what she's saying is she knows more about what I don't like than what I do.
Mm-hmm. Well, because you generally like almost everything.
So that's your parameter. If he doesn't like it, it's not worth liking.
Mm-hmm. I don't know about that.
This is way good.
Mm-hmm.
I just love the fact that it was just basically a throw together.
Mm-hmm. Brenda S. said, I didn't even need to flavor this batch. The first batch was a bit too tart, so I second fermented with lemon. Ooh,
oh, wow.
That sounds good.
That sounds really good.
And then Shauna said, Criminal Minds? No. She laughed. Sean said, Knives Out? No. And then Shauna said, Menu or restaurant? No. Let's see. It was something just released.
But Manny Pataki cruise ship movie or show.
Well, here. I'll see it on his list here. That's it. Death and Other Details.
Yeah.
It was kind of done in the same, what was the Agatha Christie guy?
I don't remember.
It was kind of done in that type of style. So Death and Other Details. And it is it was just released this year. And it was a season, a drama.
What platform?
It was on Hulu. Death and Other Details. It was really good movie. It really was. Like kept you guessing on who did it. Tell them what else we've been watching this week.
Oh, yeah. Was it one of them that recommended it or one of your coworkers?
No, I saw it on Facebook.
Well, our new obsession, because she was sad about it last night when we were going to watch it, was Ted Lasso.
Anybody else watch Ted Lasso?
That is really, really good.
Normally, I'm not into sports-themed shows.
This show isn't either, though, so don't worry about it.
But it is hilarious. Hilarious. So Jason Sudeikis, did I say it right? Probably not. So he's the lead. But I mean, it has some really good actors in it. Like everybody plays their role really well. It's so funny. It does a lot of stuff that you just like, you're like, what? Like it just kept me cracking up the whole time. It is more British humor. I don't know if it's technically a British show, but it is based in England. But it's just hilarious. So if you like British comedy, Ted Lasso is a good one to watch. And Sean said, I'll have to look that up. Yeah, it's really good.
You should.
Sharon said, okay, adding 3 more raised beds in the garden. Wow. Neat ideas for what to plant. Currently doing serrano, Thai chilies, jalapenos, poblanos, tomatillos, cherry, San Marzano, Roma tomatoes, and zucchini. Can you do kohlrabi or is it too late? I would love some radicchio. What would be another good one?
What are the ones?
Of course, I would say habaneros.
Cayenne.
Cayenne, habaneros, eggplant, or is it too late for eggplant? I don't know what you plant at this time. But I can't wait to see how all of that turns out. And all of those different tomatoes. Wow.
That's awesome.
Sean said, need some suggestions for thing to download while flying to Vegas on Sunday. Like, are you wanting movies, TV shows, books, podcasts? What are you wanting for when you go?
What have you not seen? Because I know he watches a bunch of movies and TV shows.
Yeah, so what are you looking forward? What are you wanting to do on the flight? And how long? What is that flight? About 3 hours for you? Oh. Rickwood was letting her know that eggplant, peppers, beans are all ready to plant. You need to already have plants, not seeds. Like Sean says, movies and shows. So I would say Death and Other Details is a great show. Ted Lasso, if you haven't seen it, I think that'll keep you laughing. Especially if you're going to Vegas, it kind of has that kind of silly.
Another one we just caught up on, Resident Alien.
Oh yeah, Resident Alien is hilarious too. It's a 5-hour flight. Okay.
Well, it might not be current, but my favorite, and I would watch it in these 2 orders: The Shield and Sons of Anarchy.
If you're wanting another comedy, I freaking adore, and I've watched it more than once, Schitt's Creek. Oh my gosh, that show is so flippin' hilarious.
What was the other one with the vampires? What we do in the shadows?
And then we haven't watched it yet, but Shogun is supposed to be a good one.
Yeah,
we haven't watched
season of that. So
yeah, well, if it's a 5-hour flight. And then what else? There was something else I told you. What was the movie? Oh, has anybody seen this? work sister swears this is like the best movie, and she was shocked and awe that me and us have not seen it since we're in Texas. But it's called Lone Star State of Mind.
Are we gonna watch that tomorrow night, or we just wait till we get to finish with Ted Lasso?
We're finishing Ted Lasso. I mean, she says she's going to be thinking about it constantly until we watch it, but she didn't mention it once today, so I think we're good. So no, we're going to finish Ted Lasso first.
Okay.
But has anybody else seen Lone Star State of Mind? And Sharon said, Radicchio is best early spring or fall. I could plan for fall. Right. Yeah, that's true. I didn't know how long when you plant, because when I looked it up, it said they're usually available September through January. So I didn't know when you have to plant in order for it to be available then.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Sharon. Sharon said there's 31 watching, but only 19 likes. So please, y'all, if you haven't, hit the thumbs up for us, because YouTube really appreciates that. And it makes YouTube know that you're enjoying this content. And then they're more apt to recommend to other people. Let's see. Sean said, Young Sheldon is one of my favorite shows. We're kind of upset it's website this year. Oh, really?
I didn't know that.
Okay.
Well, because we watch everything online anyway, so that's why I guess I don't know.
Yeah. And he said ending. Oh, it's ending this year?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, and so is What We Do in the Shadows.
Right.
This is their last year. And I feel like there was another one that...
I want to get caught up on the Connors.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh.
Thank you, Carrie. Carrie hit the thumbs up. We appreciate that.
Another one I really, really like is they redid it. The new Night Court.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's cute.
I can't remember what else.
Here's your leftover steak for your breakfast.
Oh, wow, I already had my breakfast set up. That's awesome, though.
Well, for your lunch.
Thank you.
For something. I know you'll eat it. It's ending. Yeah, okay, yeah. It's ending. Because you sent me a whole bunch of screenshots. You were like, oh, these shows are ending.
Oh, yeah. They're doing a new version of Jessica Jones.
Oh, yeah. That'll be interesting.
Mm-hmm. What's another one?
I'm going to drink it.
Could you buy it?
Okay.
You're not buying it again, though, is what you're saying.
Maybe I won't finish it. We might have to put this back in there. It's just too much to take. Oh, y'all. We'll need some fudge after this.
Speaking of, we need their help on that too.
Yeah, we do. Lisa said, I didn't like that flavor of Kavita. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that flavor. I guess I could take it back to HEB, but I did half drink it. But
right.
It's too much lime. It's shit. Like, I don't even taste the coconut. It's like all lime, but it's not like lime juice. It's an odd, overpowering lime. It's too much. Sean said the live action Avatar, The Last Airbender, is really good. Oh, we haven't watched that. But the other thing is,
I have a whole list of movies. We're just, for whatever reason, we don't want to sit down and watch movies. We'll sit down and watch 7 hours straight of TV shows, like a whole of what do you call it? Not just series, but a whole season or whatever. We'll block out an entire day for that. Or we want someone to watch a 2-hour movie for some reason. We're just funny that way.
The other thing I started watching this week, let me know if anybody else has watched this. I know this is an old show, but with our Mint Mobile, we're getting 6 months free of Paramount Plus, and then we got HBO Max for free from our cable, or not our cable, our internet.
Well, same thing. Well, we got them. It's a cable company.
Yeah. But anyways, so we got that. So we don't pay for any subscriptions because I'm just not going to do that. But if it's free, it's free, right? So
far, what I've looked at on Paramount Plus, I haven't seen anything really like.
Yeah. Does anybody else have Paramount Plus? And is there a show you're like, oh, this is what you need to watch? Well, this week on HBO Max, I guess not a lot of people are putting out YouTube videos. I don't know. I was real caught up on everything this week. And I was like, okay, I need noise while I'm working. And I can't say I hate it. It annoys me when I try to listen to music on YouTube because there's a freaking ad after every single video. And then they'll want to you have to hear the whole 2 videos, which are like 20 seconds each. And it just gets annoying because, when I'm listening to music, I want to just keep hearing music.
Do they put the ad in the middle of the song?
No, they haven't done that, but it's after every song because I do a playlist and it just gets annoying. So I was like, okay, so I went to HBO Max and because I was going to watch, some of y'all might laugh about this, but I was going to watch Scott Pilgrim versus the World, right? Because I do like that song and that's kind of my kind of movie. And then I saw on there was other shows and I was like, oh, let me look. Maybe I just like a show than a movie. And then my work sister was telling me about the Vampire Diaries. Did anybody watch that show? Because I know they've had 2 spinoffs. And I started watching it and I got most of I say watch, but mostly listening. I got most of the way through season 1, but I don't know. I have mixed feelings and I understand when it was put out, that was a different time, but it's still, I don't know. It just, why on vampire themed, whether it's a book, movie, or show, why is it the vampires are always in their like 20s or late teens, but they always go after a teenage girl who is like 16 or 17? Why do they do that? And that just kind of bothers me. I don't know. It's my thing.
Grooming?
Right. I don't know what the word is, but it just bothers me that there's a supposed 25, but they're not 25 because they've been a vampire for 160 years. So it's like, you're this old dude. Why do you keep going after these young teenage women? I don't know. It just bothers me. And I was like, why is every vampire show like that? But I was still watching it because I'm I don't know. I'm still debating, but let me know if you've seen that. Lakin and I were talking about it and she was like, she's like, some of the stuff is a little problematic. She goes, but overall it was a good show for the first like 3 or 4 seasons. Then it's not worth watching after that. Then what you want to watch is the originals, which is where they're all adults. And that's much better. And I don't know. So we'll see. And so she goes, but it would help if you watch at least 3 seasons before you go to the originals, because it's like the continuation. So you want to know kind of what's going on. So I don't know. What do y'all think? Rickwood said, the homesteading channels I am watching are all planting right now. Yes, like Anna's been really planting, and her tomatoes. I was so happy to see how well her tomatoes are doing now. I was a little concerned for her, but poor thing, they had a busted pipe in their kitchen, and then they found out, she thought that they had put up, all the fans. And then they found out she could smell mold because she's so used to fermenting. She kind of knows that smell. And not only, she thought it was just in the ceiling, it's down the walls because who had done the kitchen didn't do something correctly. And so the mold's already been growing there down the side of the cap. Like,
Yeah.
Her cabinets don't go all the way like ours do. It has that crawl space. So back behind all of that, there was mold.
Oh, wow.
And so her husband and all of them are having to take all of that out. And all.
So it's a big ordeal.
Yeah. And she's like, oh, now I guess
Yeah,
she's like, I guess I'm going to have to put in a claim. And I'm just like, I feel you. Lisa said, Inspector Perot. Yes, that's it. It's very that death and other details. He gives that kind of Inspector Perot feel where you're kind of jumping around and you don't really know who did it until the end. And even then, there's always like another twist after that. Like you're like, oh, that's who did it. And then you find out something else, right? So it's like really good. Rickwood said there is a new Lord of the Rings coming out in 2026. What? Okay, I'm going to have to look for that.
I gotta go.
Okay, go. Let's see. Sharon said if the rain holds off tomorrow, I hope to get them done this weekend. Oh, nice. Sean said, yep, Paramount Plus has a lot of good stuff. Evil is fantastic. Okay, I guess we haven't looked around. So Evil, is that a show? We'll have to look that up. Kendra's here. Hey, Kendra. She goes, hi. I like So Help Me Todd and Elizabeth. Okay. So Help Me Todd and Elizabeth. That's on Paramount. I'll have to look that up too. That's something different. Sean said True Blood was really good. I'm going to say I watched the very first season of True Blood when it first came out. And that was really good. But then I guess I don't know what happened. I didn't always watch TV before Heath until somebody would tell me, oh, you should watch this. I would just watch like basically BBC. That's all I would ever play because I mostly gamed. Before Heath, like I know for some people, they're like, that's probably sad, Shelly. But before Heath, after work, I would come home and I would get on there and I would game until bedtime. So usually, let's see, what was I playing again? I know I played World of Warcraft for a bit, and then I played, no, it's not Guild, but it's along that same theme.
What game?
Huh?
What game?
I'm trying to remember. But I played that for a while, and that's basically all I did. So if I ever watched a show, it would be like background noise. So I didn't really watch it. And again, I never like would sit down and watch TV before Heath. I enjoyed gaming, right? That's what I did almost all the time.
See, the way I would always do it, I had two screens. That's back when I was playing poker online.
Yeah.
So I have one screen for my poker, and then I had another screen with just my TV shows going.
Yeah, I think
I was half watching also.
Right, and I think I kind of did that. I can't remember the whole setup. Because like when you moved in, I only had like one TV.
Right, now we have three. We only use one of them.
I know. I just, I don't know. I've just never been big onto just sitting and watching TV. Like I want to be doing something. I guess that's a little ADD, right? Or ADHD, whatever it's called. 22Q Cat said Paramount Plus is good for watching Big Brother. Oh, I didn't even know that was still on. Laugh. I watched it for like 20 years, so I just have to see it. That's about all I really watch.
Well, the only reason why I was happy about it, because that's the network that puts out Yellowstone.
Oh.
But they only have the latest season on there.
I didn't know that, Sharon. Yes, I watched the first season of Picard. Remember Picard?
No, I don't remember. Go on.
We watched it, with Jean-Luc Picard from Star Trek. Yeah, we watched the first season when it came out. I didn't know it was on Paramount. How many more seasons is there? Because we watched the first one, but I haven't watched any after that. Shauna said Youngblood. Youngblood. I don't know of Youngblood. What's that about? And somebody else, I don't know if you heard, Kendra said, so help me, Todd and Elizabeth. Yeah, that sounds different.
Put these down.
I am. El Stray said, "Oh yeah, Max has Mint Mobile. I need to turn on Paramount Plus for 6 months." Yeah.
Your drink.
Do I have a drink?
That's what I'm saying. I'll go get it.
Oh, sure. What I did, because you have to put in some kind of payment method. So it's PayPal or credit card. But what I did is it told you when you sign up, Lisa. So maybe sign up when you're ready to actually start watching Paramount, because it is 6 months from that day. And then what I did on my phone is like mine. I signed up on the 7th and it said, okay, November 7th will renew for whatever the price is. I ain't going to pay for it. And so on my phone, I set a reminder on November 1st, cancel Paramount Plus. Because I ain't going to pay for it.
You know what we need to do then? We need to find out all the shows on there and watch those first, and then get caught up on the other ones later.
Oh, that's true.
While since we have them.
Shauna said they want younger blood. Oh, young blood, the vampires. But a lot of them, that isn't what they're even going for, if you catch my drift. And especially in the Vampire Diaries. Again, has anybody else watched that? That is not, and that's what kind of bothered me, is these are like 16, 17. I guess some of the women might be 18. But that's not what they're going for, y'all. And in the Vampire Diaries, there's a lot of extracurricular activity. And I guess it's just like Lakin told me, she was like, well, when I watched it, I was in high school. I'm like, okay, that makes sense. If I was in high school, I'd be like, ooh. But, now looking as an older adult and looking back, I'm like, that's kind of like
cringe.
Right. And that's all they're like, that's the main theme of what is going on the whole time. And I'm just like, okay, and I think it was on regular TV back then. I'm just like, that's a lot on TV. Or maybe I'm just getting old.
I remember too, there was a bunch of cringe back then too, though.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I think this came out in 2008 or 2009. So, kind of a different time. Lisa said, I can't wait to watch Picard. Me neither.
When's it coming back?
I don't know. Well, we'll just have to look, because we watched the first season. And because it's
same actor, right? It is Picard.
Yeah. But what it was is they were basically getting the old gang back together kind of deal, and trying to convince him to come back, and we watched it. Patty said Paramount Plus has the Yellowstone spinoffs.
Yeah, I saw that too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I saw that also.
L Strange said they should go after a 50-plus woman. I'm saying, especially Damon. If y'all watch the Vampire Diaries, Damon, I'm your girl, right? Forget those teenage girls. What they know? David, I can teach you some stuff.
Wow.
22Q Cat said, yes, True Blood was excellent. I've got the box set so I can watch it again, but probably never will get around to it. I've had it for a few years.
See, that's a crazy thing, too. We had that little special edition thing for Breaking Bad. When are we ever going to watch that? We should have sold that in the garage sale.
Oh, well, I thought you wanted it for your collectors.
Yeah.
But yeah, we have Breaking Bad, and we have a Doctor Who.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, we're not watching it. It's just there to collect dust.
Right.
Rickwood said, Shelley, Cosmopolitan Cornbread just lost her garden. Oh no. Her mulch got contaminated with herbicide. Oh no. That sucks.
No good at all.
Oh, here's one you like. Patty said Paramount Plus Blue Bloods and all the NCIS series and Fire Country.
I've never seen Fire Country.
What's Fire Country?
I have no idea.
Mark that one. And then 22Q Cat said, yes, I had the True Blood books, but finally took them to Goodwill. Just have too many books. Right. I feel like there's something wet here. Right. Like there's so many. I have so many books too. I probably should donate them too, but I don't know. What if I decide to read them again?
Right.
Sean said, Evil is a show that has the guy from Luke Cage in it. Oh.
The actor that plays Luke.
Yeah. Okay, so we'll have to look that up. There sounds like there's a lot of good stuff.
Okay. Thank you. I love this TV talk.
Yeah, I love Next Gen. Star Trek Next Generation. I love that one. That was a great series. Sean said, Shell and I both played WoW for a long time. I really enjoyed it. I did play both sides, but that was a fun game. I tried whenever was it Elder Scrolls when they did a beta release, and I got invited to that, and I tried it. I don't know why, and I heard a lot of people really got into it, but I could not. I don't know. I just couldn't get into it, and I'm trying to think what was the other one I played.
It's still on a computer, isn't it? The other one.
I don't know. Let's see. Guild Wars. Anybody play Guild Wars 2? I played Guild Wars. That one I played a long time as well, at least a few years, and I enjoyed that a lot for an online game. But yeah, I enjoyed all of those, and it was fun. But then it gets kind of, I don't know. I think my thing is I enjoy games better when there is an end point.
Right.
And so like Dragon Age, I really enjoyed that because there was an end to it. That was before. Now everything they have DLCs. And so, before that, you bought it and you played it. And then what was fun is then like Dragon Age, it was kind of like taking those books where you choose your own adventure books. And so then I would replay it again, but I would do different things to see how it would turn out different. Right. And I really love that concept with Dragon Age. And then the other one I did enjoy, Witcher, but I didn't get to play Witcher 3 because my gaming laptop was too old for Witcher 3. So I have thought about getting a Switch so I can play Witcher 3, but I don't know. I don't want to invest in it. And then I don't really have time to game anymore because it's like after, when Heath and I are off work, then we're watching TV. So it's kind of rude to sit over there and be gaming. Then he would be bored.
No, I wouldn't. I'll be watching TV.
Right. Yeah, but then I'd want to watch.
No, because I'll be watching wrestling and you won't care.
Oh, that's true. I wouldn't care about that. Yeah, Patty said, I was hopeful for it too. After the first couple of episodes, I was like, no, I'm done. But Chris watched them. Yeah, see, I watched the first season, and I will say it was slow. I think what it is I enjoy Star Trek so much. Like, we started watching the original series. Well, we got through a lot of the original.
Yeah, we did.
And so I was just so excited, especially for Jean-Luc Picard. And so I was just really excited. And I think that's what pushed me through because I was like, I just want to see it. I am holding out hope, right?
See, when you're playing all those video games and stuff, I think that's when I was in a band and then when I was playing poker. That's when I was doing all that time.
Bravo. So that's why we never met each other because I was at home gaming. So I
was at home gaming too, just a different game.
Right, but so most of the men that I talked to or mostly talked to were gaming nerds, and no, so
because I haven't really been into gaming since the not Super Nintendo. Because I didn't really like that with the PlayStation.
Oh, see, I was always a computer gamer. Yeah. I always preferred PC gaming over.
I didn't have the money for all that.
Well, to me, it was a lot more expensive with PlayStation or NES and all of that because you would always have to buy the new one and then buy all the games. Whereas a PC, I already had a PC. So then I just get whatever games I wanted or go to Steam and get them from that away. Yeah.
Just running in different circles because I didn't have a computer for years.
Oh, well, I have to say that was one thing.
Because your brother.
Well, and then my when I was a young teenager, they just released like the first like internet computer with the dial-up, and somehow my parents got snookered into getting it on a monthly plan from like they went to the mall and they were selling it as like an educational system.
Right.
And you would connect to it. But of course, as teenagers, you find how you could chat with other people. And that's back when there was like, it was even before AOL Instant Messenger. There was like other messagings. And so we would get on there. And actually, myself and my brother's girlfriend, we would get on there and just chat with people. So she was like teaching me all. She's like, oh, okay, do this, do that.
Right.
And my parents had no clue at all what was going on. We're on there doing stuff. That is not, well, it's not that type of education.
Right.
I definitely got an education.
Uh-huh.
So we were very fortunate to have that. And then later on, you know, I was able to get, and then, my brother, big into computers. So like he built computers and everything. And then, you know, we were able to go from there. And then he was he was also a gaming nerd, or I guess he still is, but he was into first person shooters. That's his thing.
I never really liked those.
I never could get into them either. And he would try to get me to play, and I would play, but I didn't, it's just not my genre. I just don't care for first person. And I just, so like he's huge into Halo and all those. And I just am like, nah. So I like more of the, like WoW and stuff like that. That kind of genre was more my thing. Mighty Michelle said, I love watching The Masked Singer. I've heard about that, but we haven't watched that yet.
Yeah, we don't usually gravitate to those types of shows. I like more like drama or comedy.
Yeah, we don't do a lot of reality shows. Right? Yeah.
No.
Shauna said, old vampires want young blood. Is that? That ain't what they're wanting. Sharon said, 3 seasons total. Oh, okay. So we got to get caught up. Terry said, been sitting here quietly enjoying the chit chat between two cute cat related to Big Brother. Do you know what TVCH is? I don't know what TVCH is. I don't know. I saw somebody's name was TZVI today. And I was like, how do you pronounce that? First name, TZVI. And so I you know, when I see an unusual name, I'm like, I put it in Google. How do you pronounce? It's pronounced Zvi.
Sure.
Zvi. And it's actually Hebrew for gazelle or deer.
Okay.
Isn't that cool?
That's
I was
awesome.
like, I like that. I would be like, oh, Zvi, you're such a gazelle. Like, I hope he's a runner. L Strange said, I will have my homegirl remind me, Alexa, to turn it off.
Nice.
That's awesome. I should do that because I do have an Echo. I just never think to use her to set reminders. I should. But Lisa or anybody else, have you ever told your Alexa, have you ever said, good morning, Alexa? Or you actually have to phrase it, Alexa, good morning. I did that a couple times. Well, I try now to do it every day because I'm, try to stay in good graces here. And she's all like, well, thank you, Shelly. I appreciate you giving me that. You have a great day as well. And here's blah, 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 whatever she's going to go from there. But I just thought that was cute. Toy to Cute Cat said, I don't think so. What is TVCH? I want to know too. Sharon said we call her Hockey Puck. She gets rude and in your conservation. What?
That's awesome.
Terry said website TV Clubhouse, where every BB season we gather and chat about the show and live feeds. Many of us have been there since season 1. Well, Lynn, you found another community where you can talk about Big Brother. That's awesome. 22Q Cat said, there's that wonderful fudge I can't have. You all are mean. Laugh out loud. Kidding. Aw, Lynn said she can't have this. And
why not?
I think it's the lilies.
Oh.
And look at this, y'all. We did two. Oh, you can't really tell from here, but it's 2 layers. And then there's chocolate from the last fudge. So we did on the bottom is the vanilla cream, and the top is the orange mango.
So we need your help for the next batch. We got 3 flavors. I just randomly grabbed them out of the basket. We got orange toffee.
That's not orange toffee.
Orange toffee, listen to me. Chocolate toffee. We just made a new flavor up.
They won't see it way over there. You got to pull it way back, right at your towel level. Hey, chocolate toffee.
Blueberry
pie.
Or orange mango, which we just did. So do we want to do that again?
I didn't think so, but I was like, wow, I guess you really
it just
like
sounded
that.
Good. Well, because then also I was thinking though, wouldn't this be good with actual like a semi-sweet or a dark chocolate?
That's what I said.
Or a white one.
Well, we did white.
I'm saying instead of a white.
Yeah, because I said I think it would almost taste like a chocolate covered orange.
So let's do that.
But you said earlier you wanted everybody to vote.
Yes.
Is that what you?
Yeah.
So what flavor should we do?
If we pick this one, that's where we're going to do it.
Yeah, which flavor should we do this week in fudge? Okay. Melissa said Lioness was good. I think that was Paramount. I started Vampire Diaries. I can only take so much of the drama. I watched a few seasons of True Blood. It went downhill. That's what I heard about True Blood, is that it went just like crazy, like weird crazy, like almost goofy, like weird. And of course, I started reading ahead on Vampire Diaries, and it kind of gets a little crazy too, especially after season 5. I'm like, okay, this is like a freaking daytime soap opera. Oh, they're dead, but then we brought them back, and then they're in a ghost form, and then they're this and they're that, and I'm just like,
oh well,
yeah, no. So I don't know. I made it, I think, to episode 9 or 10 in season 1, and I actually didn't even watch it today because I don't know. We'll see. I'm so finicky, right? Patty said there are 3 seasons of Picard, so we definitely got to get caught up. Mm-hmm. Sherry said Yellowstone streams on Peacock now. The spinoffs were wonderful on Paramount Plus. Okay, so we'll go Paramount for the spinoffs, and I have to take it back because I said we don't subscribe. We do subscribe to Peacock.
Only reason we do that, because I already had a subscription to the WWE Network. Well, they merged with Peacock. So now we got Peacock because of that. It's the same price.
Yes. But we were paying for ad-free, which was doubling the price.
Which was awesome.
But then I was like, why are we going to spend an extra $7 a month just so
it's enjoyable?
We don't have to watch commercials.
That's why.
Carrie said, I have never seen Blue Blood. I have a site where I can watch lots of TV shows and movies for free. Yeah. And I think that's kind of like what we do. A lot of stuff we do for free. But, if I'm going to get given a service for free, then yeah, I'll definitely use that. Terry said, I understand, but we only do it in the summer. Other times of the year, most of us are not there. Oh, for the TVCH. Melissa K said, my favorite vampire show was Buffy. I did love Buffy. But yeah, looking back, there are definitely some issues. Still love it though. Yeah, and probably if I watched it now, I think when I watched Buffy, I was a lot younger. I don't even know how long ago that was, but I remember I was younger, and obviously, and I enjoyed it then, and I loved Willow. And I did watch Angel, I think maybe the first season of Angel, but I didn't watch anything else after that. Shada said, okay, I spaced. Did y'all eat already? Yeah, we've already ate. We ate our steak and our veggies. And then we even had our fudge.
Nope. Well, if you're knocking that down, give me a piece of fudge.
Nope. Mighty Healthy Michelle said, Shelly, we also played EverQuest EverQuest 2 and Dark Age of Camelot. Oh, I remember hearing about EverQuest. I can't remember if I played it. Oh, I guess. I never heard of Dark Age of Camelot. That sounds like a fun one, though.
Oh,
what happened?
They're all falling.
Well, it's okay, baby.
Oh. What?
Thank you so much, Kendra. She said, don't forget to hit the like button. Thank y'all. Thank you, Kendra. Terry said, last season with, Siri was the first time I was back there in several years, but was there every season for at least the first 12. Oh, wow.
Sammy, you go outside? Can we go? What?
Sharon told Shada, yeah, you missed dinner. It's fudge time now.
I don't get him. He runs up to the door, acts like he wants to go outside. As soon as I get up, he runs away.
I don't know. He's like scared to come in with the lights. Stan. Where is he?
Right there.
Hey, come here. You want to go? You want to go out? Maybe if I let him out. Here, if you back up. Hey, Sam. Let me see y'all. Come on, baby.
Delilah, you want to go too?
Here. There you go. Good boy. All right.
I'll let him in a minute. If he's not too scared. Oh, yeah, he's bolted out the gate.
Yeah, he needed to go. I've noticed with Sam, if he starts panting, it's like he's holding it. Like that's his way of like, ooh, dance. You know how we dance if we really got to go? His is he'll start panting.
Well, at least we're learning him.
Yeah. So cute. Tomorrow I got to take Delilah to get her Pro Heart shot. And so it's really convenient because her vet is like basically the same shopping street as a Dutch Bros. So I'll have to go to Dutch Bros after. And
well, they don't want to stand up.
And then she'll get her pup cup for having to get a shot. Poor little baby. And then we'll get our drinks. And then I'm going to come home, give Heath his drink, drop her off. And then I'm going to head to the farmer's market and then the grocery stores. Because then I can.
Voting.
Yeah, they are. I'm just behind. Toy TQ Cat spaced out. Did you have a stroke? They're already eating fudge, Shauna. Lisa said, never played online games. I played a few Final Fantasy games. I tried to pick it back up, but no time. And I feel like that's my thing too. I really don't feel like I have time. Like you say, well, you'll just watch wrestling. But, you know, now the way it's set up, I feel like to properly game, I would have to like sit in here and do it. Mm-hmm. Then we wouldn't be by each other.
Right.
And you're really going to be okay with that?
Probably not. But I can learn to be.
But that's how I feel. I'm like, oh, I just feel like.
And there's money too.
Well, yeah, money and not time. And then, you know, honestly, y'all, when I used to play, I was very flirtatious. I know Heath can't imagine that. So now it feels kind of weird to get on there and be flirtatious with people as we're playing, you know, because I play with groups. Michelle said, now I love playing all the Lego games. It's so satisfying being able to destroy the Legos after a rough day. Oh, wow. That is the thing I did like about gaming is because it was just like my escape. And yeah, if it was a bad day at work or whatever, it was nice to get in there and just be like, oh, I'm just going to kill this boss and do this tonight. Oh, I don't know if I can even say that online. Shada said, I did, man. I guess you really did. Lisa said, I played the Lego games with the kids. Lego, Batman, and Star Wars were our faves. Oh, wow. Shada said, I'm distracted. My Silhouette program isn't syncing, so I'm trying to get rid of extra files because library 4.1 of 5 full. Oh, gosh, that's getting up there. And Shada said, the Masked Singer. Yeah, that sounds like something you would like. Toy TQ Cat said, I forget the players from year to year. Laugh aloud. So many seasons, right? And Shada said, they really ate. HungryHeath really ate. But yeah, we had our ribeye steaks. Mine was 11.8 ounces and yours was 12.5. I didn't eat but half of mine. And then I made that whole sauteed veg and we split that and put that on there. And that was it. We got it done quick and we ate quick. Lisa said, my computers were never fast enough to play them. And that's the problem. Sharon said, time to shower. Have a great evening. See you. Good night, Sharon. Have a great evening.
Because, see, that was the thing, too. Remember, for a while there, I was trying to play online poker here. And it was a big time dunk, too. And we had to do our own thing. And they didn't float well.
Yeah. Patty said, I yell, hurry up with the Masked Singer. They drag it out too long. Okay. That would probably get on my nerves because I can't stand when and I noticed this too with some YouTube videos I watch, is they'll be like, oh, we're going to tell you, like one of them I was watching, they were like, this is exactly how you can break a fast. And I'm like, okay, well, I'm just curious what their opinion is. You know, everybody has an opinion. And I'm watching, they're talking about everything else. And I'm like, well, where's the piece? Like, I'm not going to watch this for 20 minutes to find out at the end. Here, trash. And, others I've seen before, like, oh, this is the most inflammatory thing. And then, oh, well, we got to have our intro. Well, then we got to hear a whole backstory. I'm like, just get to, so I'll just start speeding ahead. Like, just get to the point sometimes, right? Like, I want to hear it.
It's like when you tune into the news and they tell you, hey, coming up next, we're going to talk about this. 3 hours later, they finally tell you.
Right. That's right. That's one of the reasons we stopped watching the news, because they're like, coming up, blah, blah, blah. This is and they would like make it like it's so big. And then you're like, okay, to have commercial break. And you're like, okay, after commercial comes back. And they're like, so let's go over to Dawn for the weather tonight. And I'm like, what about the story? And then, oh yeah, this is going on this weekend at the Toyota Center. And I'm like, well, what about the story?
Right.
And then coming up, we'll be talking about that shortly. I'm like, when is it?
You said that's 16 coming up ago.
I know. And that was before you could just fast forward. Right. Yeah. Okay, let's see. All right, talking back and forth. Sean said, I would build PCs for a lot cheaper than every couple of years change out the motherboard and processor and you have a brand new computer for next to nothing. Right. And that was something. So my brother did make a few of my computers and that did help. Mm-hmm. But then I think what it is it got to where I was like, okay, I want to do this and this with the computer. And then he was like, oh, well, then you got to go. And he would want it to be like the very newest, like when terabytes were just introduced. He's like, oh, well, you got to get a terabyte. You got to get like the very top stuff. And then next thing you know, it's $2,000. And I'm like, I thought this was supposed to be cheaper. He's like, yeah, but this will last you for years. And I'm like, well, it probably would, but...
But with him, too, it takes him years to build it.
Well, that's true, too.
He procrastinates a lot. She's still waiting on him to build the last one she told him about. Right?
Probably. Lisa said, IRC chat rooms. Yes. Terry said, if you have the Peacock app, I don't know if you... Okay. I really like the traders. There are several versions, US, Australia, and UK. You'll have to look that up.
I very rarely use the app.
Shada said 20 some odd years ago, I played Toontown. Okay, what's Toontown?
It's like like the cartoon.
Oh,
not Looney Tunes, I think. I want to say Disney, but it's not Disney.
Maybe it is Looney Tunes. Lisa said, I wish the kids would rebuild computers. They keep wanting me to buy new ones. Right? Like, I don't think it's too hard to build a computer once you know the basics.
It's too hard for me. I don't know it.
And I think what also is the last gaming computer I got was an Alienware laptop back when Alienware was actually a good gaming system. And it was a laptop, and it's a lot harder to upgrade laptops, if not impossible. So
We have a giant paperweight now.
Because the computer in my office, that was one he built.
Oh, okay.
And that's why it's still doing pretty well today. But I think I've just gotten used to laptops nowadays.
Yes.
Shauna said, I'm super distracted tonight. Sorry, don't be sorry. You've got a lot going on. We're just here chit-chatting. That's what we're here for. If you want to ask us a question, you can.
We're actually talking about nothing. What do they call it? Non sequitur?
Non sequitur? I enjoy this type of talk, though.
We're just hanging out.
Did you let Sam back in yet?
No.
Lisa said, yeah, I have settings when I say good morning, she gives me the weather and turns on all white. Ooh, look at you. You're just so modern. Mine does not do that. I don't have anything set on her. Like I just go, Alexa, good morning, and then she'll be like, oh, thank you for or good morning, Shelly. Thanks for asking. Blah 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 blah. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Well, have a good day, Alexa. And she's like, thank you. But lately, she's been doing some kind of I guess, vehicle, because she's like, Shelly, do you want to go explore the great outdoors with me? Vroom, vroom, vroom. And she's like, let's go. If you want to travel with me, just say so. And so one day I was like, okay, I want to travel with you. And she's like, oh, we're going through the luscious rainforest of whatever. And then she was like describing everything we were seeing and the birds and all this. Yeah. I was like, okay.
Oh, that get annoying.
Right. And I was like, okay, enough of that.
I turned that off.
Oh, you'll like this. Lisa said the kids like to ask homegirl to fart and will continue with different kinds.
Wow.
That's right, because you can't ask her to do that. Shauna said, I want to do a fruit cereal orange cream combo fudge. Ooh, that sounds good.
It does, actually. I don't know if we have any of the cereal left.
Here, no, I think we used it. Rickwood says chocolate toffee and find some caramel chips.
Ooh. Do they have any? Pull your app up and see if they have any.
I don't know if HB has caramel.
Because where else are you going?
Kroger and Aldi.
But usually she bases what she's going to buy, though, on who has the cheapest. Yeah. Which makes sense.
Well, Lily's is over $1 cheaper at HEB.
And we actually looked at it the other day.
We have milk.
We can get a 12-pack of Lily's chips.
From
Amazon, but it's like $65. Yes, it is a better rate per bag, but it's still $65. Huh?
I know. Extra dark. Oh, that's a bar.
But it does sound good.
Oh, it's a bar. Oh. I was getting all excited. It's a mini bar. I didn't know they had mini bars. But I guess I should know. Kroger. Yeah. No, they don't have caramel chips there. They've got the usual white, milk, semi, and dark.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, but I'll look when I'm there, because who knows? Sometimes they'll do that. 22Q Cat said, I have both the Echo and the Echo Show. Both gifts. They just sit there, laugh aloud. They do cool stuff, though, when you actually use them. Right. It's trying to remember to use them. Basically, I use her as my speaker in my office. So she's connected to the personal computer. And every day, even though I've tried, for some reason, the volume is set at 3. So every day I have to say, set the volume to 10. And then I adjust on my computer. But it just annoys me. So that's what she's set for. And that's the only time I use her.
The other thing he got us one year for Christmas was called it's the Amazon, I think.
The Fire Stick.
Yeah, but we used it for a little while and then we stopped.
I know. Okay, more votes. Lisa says blueberry. And then Shauna says she might do blueberry and fruit cereal. Ooh. Or why not all 3? Do the blueberry
and toffee?
strawberry and fruity cereal. It'd be like a Fruit Loops.
Right.
Patty voted blueberry. Sherry voted blueberry. Shauna says blueberry fudge. Lisa said blueberry with the white chips.
Let me ask you this, though. If we make these, can we put actual blueberries in it? Will it work?
It should, right, y'all? 22Q Cat. Now, I don't know, Lynn. We can't count this as 3, but she said blueberry, blueberry, blueberry. I feel like that's a little cheating there.
Right.
You
know what I did? Like, I used the blueberry before. I made ice cream with it and mixed blueberries in with it.
Yeah, because I'm getting blueberries are on sale again for $1.88, so I'm going to get several of those. And strawberries are 97 cents a pound at HEB.
Dude, we had also talked about you're going to make me some blueberry muffins.
Oh, that's right. I am going to make you blueberry muffins to go with your breakfast sausage. Sean says blueberry for sure. So it sounds like blueberry's the winner.
Okay.
Radical Geek. Hey, Maitreya. Nice to see you again. Well, I mean, I don't see you, but, now we're reversing it. Because I was on her her Cheese Friday / Keto Krack'd unboxing.
Oh, nice. Sorry, I was at work.
But he came by and he was like, "Oh, Maitreya," and then he on his restroom break.
I was like, "Oh, I know her."
Maitreya said, "My Tonkinese cat Baleas loves pup cups." Oh, cute. Yeah, and thankfully Delilah will finish the pup cup before she gets home, or else.
Flip out.
Yeah, he'll be so sad. But y'all, at Aldi, I found ice cream cups for dogs. So I got them a package last week. It has 2 bacon and cheese flavored ice creams and 2 original, which I think is just peanut butter.
Wow.
And so I got that. The dogs freaking flipped out. They were so happy to have the ice cream. And since it's summertime, that'll be good for them to have the little ice cream cups. Mm-hmm. But Aldi has them. So if you have any dogs,
what you need to do,
or maybe the cat will like it too.
What you need to do.
What?
Next time you got them eating it, film them.
That's true. Well, they go in their separate rooms. But so I can film it. I have to chase them. And Shauna said, "Be right back. 6:08 Pacific time." Okay. So about 15 minutes ago, Carrie said, "Everything is going smaller with computers and laptops and tablets." Right? That is true.
That's another reason why I don't like watching stuff on my phone. It's too hard.
Yeah. Carrie said, "I don't have an Alexa." Well, I think I only got it. I think I got it for free with doing something on like a Prime Day or something like that a couple years ago. He said, "We need a pistachio fudge." Oh, that would be good. I think we have pistachio, or did we give them all away?
I don't remember. I have to dump the tote and search through them.
Lisa said Alexa also has a Skyrim game to play. Oh, I have tried. So this is my issue though, because on my phone I have the Alexa app, but when I'm in the car, like I have to have the app open for her to do anything. And that kind of ticks me off because I see other people and maybe I'm doing something wrong. So let me know. And they could just be wherever. And they're like, "Alexa, blah, 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 blah."
What if it's Apple?
No, I'll hear them say Alexa.
I know I'm saying on their Apple phones, what I mean.
No, she wouldn't be on Apple phone.
That's what I'm saying. I don't know.
Yeah. That's Siri.
Oh, my bad. Okay. That explains a lot.
That's her stepsister.
Okay.
But so in the car, I'll be like, "Alexa, play some music," and she won't. So then I have to open the app, and then sometimes it wants to cut out and be like, "Never mind." So that's kind of bothersome. Sherry's here. Hey, Sherry. She goes, "Happy Friday night, Horde. Long day. Watching for a bit, heading to bed. Celebrated Mother's Day with my mother-in-law. Both my parents are gone. Making memories as long as I can." Oh, well, at least that's good. You got to be with your mother-in-law today.
Speaking of, we got to plan something else out now, too.
Oh?
Because my mom was supposed to come visit us Sunday. We were going to cook for her. But she's got to drive from Pearland, which is about an hour from us. And it's supposed to be storming. So she said she don't want to drive in all that weather. So now we're going to figure out something else to do for her.
And that's understandable because
I don't blame her.
I wouldn't want to either.
Right.
Well, we told her she'd come another weekend.
Yeah, okay.
But what do you want to tell them what we were going to make her?
Yeah. Well, yeah. Go ahead. We're going to put out a video on it now. So, yeah.
Oh, yeah. We were going to do the big size meatballs.
Almost like a softball size.
Yeah. And then you wanted to put mozzarella in the middle of it, right?
That'd be awesome.
And then I was going to do my all day marinara sauce. And then I was going to make
keto risotto.
Keto risotto, y'all. So
we're going to try to.
Yeah, I'm going to try to. But since we made all that chicken broth, that'd be perfect. And I was thinking I would even do it as a mushroom risotto with Parmesan.
Speaking of, if we're going to do that, I need to pull one of those out to thaw them then.
No, you do it from frozen.
Okay, it's even better.
Because we have that rice cauliflower. We could do it from frozen.
I'm at the broth.
Oh, yeah. But now you were saying never mind.
No, but you said yes, you want to do it Sunday.
Oh, that's true. Okay. I missed that. Sean said we have Alexa play music for us during dinner.
Oh, wow.
Oh, that's nice. Cool. Lisa said the blueberries won't last long. They might get too moist unless you keep the fudge frozen. Oh.
Well, you know what I could do, though? If I really want it together, I can have an 8 because they're so small. Grab a piece of fudge and grab a blueberry and just throw them together at once. Just do it that way.
Right? That's true. That's true.
Just do a little sidekick.
Or I was going to make blueberry jam. Ooh. So I wonder if I make some blueberry jam and I make the blueberry fudge, maybe right before the fudge is set, like after I pour the fudge in the thing, take the jam and swirl it in there. Ooh. That might work. Right. What do y'all think?
Fingers crossed.
Well, now I don't have to make the cheesecake tomorrow. That's good.
Oh, I forgot about that. That's good too.
Yay. It's just a lot to take on, right?
Yeah.
Patty said, would the water of the blueberries make the chocolate seize up, though?
All right.
Well, that's why I'm wondering if maybe blueberry jam would work better. Shauna said, I saw a dude on a reel or TikTok who was sitting there eating their dog's ice cream cups and didn't know. How would you not know? But, I mean, I'm not surprised. Shauna said, made a Casey blueberry pie shake for dinner. Ooh, wow. That sounds good. Lisa said, we have a few mini computers at work and a couple Raspberry Pis. Oh, wow. ToyTQ Cat said, the Echo Show is pretty cool, but good grief, so much noise and alerts going off constantly as it's connected to my Ring doorbell. It drove my poor cat Bud nuts. Aw. I think ours was connected, but I think whenever we had the electrical thing, it like got disconnected from that, and I've just never reconnected it because that does get annoying. Right? There's someone at your door. It's annoying enough on my phone with the ring because you'll ding, 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 and I'm like, okay, yes, he just went to go get the mail. Lisa said, I have Alexa app in my iPhone. Oh, okay. I have opened the app if I'm not home and need to use her. I usually announce to the dudes, I'm on my way home or don't forget to do something. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. Cool. That is neat. Okay.
It's like this house used to be with the intercom.
Right. Lisa said, big balls. That's right. Big, nice, meaty, juicy balls.
Here's what we're going to do then.
And then each person gets one ball.
This is probably a little corny.
Oh, Lord.
We're going to do a short, right?
Good night, Sherry.
We'll do a short on them. And we'll use AC/DC's big balls. Is that just too corny? Is that too much of a dad joke?
I think that's perfect. Or who was the one I like? Oh, I like big butts.
Yeah.
Well, that would have been great for the pork butt. Right. I like big butts. Do that lie. I can't remember the rest. Shauna said, cold, heavy cream, ice cold water, no refrigeration needed, consume immediately.
Oh, wow.
Wow, nice. Sherry said, good night. Thanks for the wonderful conversations. Well, I'm glad you enjoyed them tonight. Good night
to you. Show.
Right? Exactly. That's what we do.
I gotta finish this off. But maybe not. Or maybe I do.
Did you ever eat remember there were some in a baggie. Did you eat those too?
I don't know where they're at.
Oh, I successfully hit something. Well, let me have one then.
No, you have your baggie.
That means tomorrow he'll be looking for the baggie.
You might be surprised when you come in here and that refrigerator's turned upside down. It's so good.
Mm-hmm. That is.
And I'm wondering though.
Mm-hmm.
This might sound bad.
Oh.
When is the last time we washed this? Is this the same one we used when Shauna made this fudge for
No! Jeez.
No, we have like 500 of these.
Sean said, now I'm thinking about the South Park Chef's chocolate salty balls.
Well, yeah, we could use that too.
Shauna said, oops, plus Ketochow. Right. I think we figured that out. Sherry said, my Ring doorbell goes off several times when they mow my grass.
Yeah, yeah.
I also live next door to a school, and when they let out, I know it'll ring several times. Best time to rob me is mowing time.
What I love about this too, though,
that's so true.
When I used to work construction, when we were working with a cabinet company, we had a couple of guys get in trouble. They kind of got miffed or whatever. One of the customers walked out. They were in the middle of the street, and they were talking to each other, just venting about the customer's issues. And the customer heard every single word. So you got to be careful.
Right. Carrie said, I'm going to be going out the door soon to start my cleaning at the church and then food distribution tomorrow. Good night, Carrie. Have a good evening. He said, see everyone later and hope everyone has a great and cheesy night. You too.
Mm-hmm.
And then, everybody talking back and forth. But yeah, I think ours generally, the way ours is positioned, it doesn't get from the street.
Yeah, and our sidewalk is long too.
And we have a long sidewalk. And where the ring
points.
is, it's kind of, you have to be within like 3 feet of the door for it to go off. But one day where my office is, I can also see everything. So I know when it's about to go off, right? Because I can see right there. And one day somebody in I don't know who he was with, but he was walking right through our yard, which kind of rude. But anyways, right at the front, like he went right by my window, and I was like, is he coming to my house? But no, he just kept on walking, but the ring picked him up because he was that close.
Wow.
I was like, why is he that close to her? Like, dude, I don't know. I thought it was a little rude, but maybe that's me. Yeah. And maybe that's the problem, though, when you work from home.
Yes.
Because you see everything, and I'm always like, who's that? Who's that? What are they doing? And then because I know whenever the school's let out, because they'll all be walking down the street, and I'm like, okay.
Right.
Because I catch all of that when anybody's anywhere near our yard. Like today, we had the pest control people come to do their little spray. And so I saw when he pulled up, and I'm like, well, is he going to get out of his truck or what? And he finally got out, and I met him at the door before he could even knock. I opened it. He's like, oh.
All right.
I'm like, well, I can see you coming up.
Also, we're on a corner lot. And to the right here is the main thoroughfare in our neighborhood. And it's like for a week, we had kids, little, not a tricycle. What was it? It's like one of the power wheels or whatever. They just left it in the corner of the yard. I was like, okay.
Well, the neighbor across the street, she's a little
different
hood rat. But anyways.
Hood rat.
I don't know. That's probably very inappropriate. But she's just a piece of work. But she had one of her kids. I don't know. She's had like 50 kids. I don't know. She's like constantly having kids.
As a litter.
I mean, seriously, she would have grown kids when she had little kids.
Wow.
And her grown kids, because one of them my mom and I went to a place where she was a waitress, and she was talking to her. She's like, yeah, she's pregnant again. Just kind of like, but anyways, for a while, because she'd just sit out there in her driveway and let the kids do whatever. And then when she was done with them, she'd say, get the F home now. And she really would yell that to her little kids, which I was like, oh, that's a little much. Like, you had them. I don't know why you're cussing at them. But anyways, but remember, she was letting them, and they would run their bicycle up and down our walkway here.
Yeah, that's true.
And so finally I had to say something. I was like, look, you have a driveway and there's the street. I don't want them riding their bicycles and tricycles up my walkway. Like, we don't have a kid for them to play with. Why are they coming up our walkway, right? And so finally I had to say something, because I'm like, what if they hurt themselves? Maybe that's what she was hoping. They had hurt themselves and she'd go after our insurance. But I was like, no, I don't want them on my property, please.
Right.
I was just like, and I don't know your little kids.
No, I don't want to know.
Right. It was just like weird. But I guess she could see them right then because we're right across the street. Because if they went down, you would hear all the explicitives that she'd be yelling. I mean, I might have 22 Q cat. I think that was very inappropriate. I don't even know what that means. I just know it's derogatory.
Oh.
You can tell me later. I've heard it before. I don't honestly know what it means.
I don't either, honestly.
Okay. But yeah, she's different. I guess maybe this is bad, but I just feel like if you have a little kid, you shouldn't be yelling F to them constantly. And just, that's all you would hear out for, like, get the F home. What the F are you doing? Stay the F over here. And I'm just like, really? I don't know. That's not things you hear typically down here.
When those type of parents are yelling at the kids they're yelling very loudly at the kids to stop being so loud.
Yeah. And so, yeah, and I think part of it is too, my mom actually worked with the mother-in-law that lived there. So the woman I'm talking about married, she's married to the son of the couple that actually owns the house. So what they did is they converted the garage into like another living area for them. And they kind of moved in and they were living there. And so every day my mom would hear from the woman about all the issues she was having with her daughter-in-law.
Is that the same ones that never mow the yard?
Yeah. And Shauna doesn't know either. Well, we probably won't educate. I'm sure it was wrong. Sorry.
We only have the Google.
Right. But yeah, so she was always telling my mom about how awful she was and all the stuff and I don't know, all kinds of stories. And yeah. So they don't mow their lawn very much. And I don't even know what they even do.
For the longest time, we didn't think anybody was living there.
I know.
And I told her, I said, well, look, you just watch on trash day and recycle day, they do bring the cans in and out of the house.
Mm-hmm. But, oops. The woman who owned it and her husband, her husband passed away first. And then the woman who owned it, she passed away about 3 or 4 years ago. And that's why I didn't think anybody was living there, because she'd done a reverse mortgage. So I don't know how they're still in that house.
Because they got a car parked too there that we haven't seen move in several months.
Because I thought with the reverse mortgage is if whoever signed the mortgage, when they passed away, the bank took over. And it shows they owe like tens of thousands of dollars in taxes there. So that's why I thought nobody else is there. Sean said the HOA doesn't get on them for the grass. They probably do.
That's when they mow it.
Yeah, or they just, knowing her, she'd probably just cuss them out and tell them, to go, where with their stupid letters. So, but yeah, then it gets mowed.
It doesn't bother me. I just think it's funny.
Yeah. But the HOA is so picky. And there was something else I feel like they did recently. I was trying to think. I don't know, y'all.
Or they're the same ones that got mad at us when we had company and they parked in front of our. We had people come over to our house. They parked in the street in front of our house, and she got onto us because they were in the way when she backed out of her driveway. She couldn't turn out easily with them parks there.
Even though this is a 2-lane road in front of us. So there's
a standard street.
Yeah, people to go. But yeah, because they were parked next to the curb within the legal limits.
Right in front of our house.
Right in front of our house. It made it difficult for her to pull out her car. I'm like, how much room do you need to pull out your car?
What's really bad too is she has an L-shaped driveway.
I know.
So they have plenty of room in the driveway to turn around.
But that's how she is. She just wants to complain about everything.
What is it? What are the type? They have a problem for every solution.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because for a while I was even parking there, and then she told me I couldn't park there anymore because it was just easier for a while for me when I was working out of the house. I'd come home and I'd just park in front there and come in the front door.
And she was starting to get onto you too.
Yeah, and she started getting on to me for that. And you shouldn't be doing that because I didn't have a garage door opener for the longest time. So that's how I'd get it home. I don't think I got a garage door opener until we got together.
Until I fixed it, yeah.
Yeah. Rickwood said the bank is probably having problems getting them out as they're squatting on the property. Depending on Texas law, foreclosures and reverse mortgages are hard to get rid of previous tenants. And maybe that's why they never really leave. They're just squatting there. That's probably it, Joe. They're probably just squatters. I mean, they've lived there for, 20 years or so now, so they can leave. And they've always lived there basically rent-free because the previous owners, they're the ones who bought and paid for that house. And that's what she was complaining about, too, is how she's never worked and just basically was living off them.
Wow.
Yeah, it wasn't a good situation, but anyhow, not my drama. I was just like, oh, well, yeah. So tomorrow I'm going to go to the farmer's market, y'all, and I'm really excited. I'm going to read you this list. I put it in the chat, but I'm going to tell y'all
everything.
So the farm is called Rain Song Farm. Isn't that a cute name? I thought it was a cute name for their farm.
Quit being weird.
He'll never stop. And Shauna gets to go scrapbooking. Okay, so they're going to have their first batch of peaches. I'm tempted to get a peach, but I know I can't just buy a peach. But I won't. It's just like farm fresh peaches are on a whole nother level. Like a store-bought peach, whatever. But a farm fresh one or one from like Fredericksburg, I probably would. I know that would be a lot of carbs, but I would share it with Heath, and I bet it would be delicious. But I'm not going to get it.
See, I'm not that big a fan of peaches, though. So, remember,
you love peach drinks.
Kind of.
I'm the one that doesn't care for peach drinks.
I like tropical fruits.
Yeah, you do. Okay, the other things, they have strawberries and blueberries, but honestly, they're so cheap from the store, I'm probably just going to get them there. But they've got carrots. They've got red and black nebula carrots, y'all. So one red variety and black nebula, which are deep purple carrots. So I might get some. Pickling cucumbers. And it's celery. Listen to this. I never even knew this. They have 3 types of celery. Either tango, Chinese pink celery. Has anybody had Chinese pink celery and Chinese white celery? Maitreya, are you still here? Have you heard of these? French filet beans. I don't even know what that is. And then kohlrabi, so I'll get some of that. Sugar snap peas is the last batch. And then gourmet garlic. And listen, they've got several varieties. Listen to these varieties of garlics. Masquil, Thai Fire, Viola Francaise. I'm like, give me all 3 varieties of garlic because I got to try all of that. Red and green cabbage, the last week of those. And then kale, kale, no. Summer squash, I'm excited about this because I actually saw a recipe from Frugal Money Savers. Now, she made a sandwich with it, but I got to thinking that this would be good. But it's, their summer squash is yellow zucchini and 8-ball zucchini. What? But what they did is they took the yellow zucchini and the yellow squash and they grilled them along with bell peppers. And then they got, I think she got, just regular Colby Jack cheese. Oh. And then basically made a grilled, like a sandwich with the grilled veggies and the Colby Jack melted on top. Oh, wow. But I was like, I think those veggies would just be great to grill them and then dice or slice them up or, chop it up and then sprinkle with like some fresh shaved parm and have that as a side.
Yes.
Okay. And then they have fennel bulbs. Definitely going to get that. And then edible flowers. They have violas, pansies, and nasturtiums. I don't know how to say that. And then fresh herbs this week is dill, parsley, spearmint, lime basil, and Thai basil. Wow. Doesn't all that sound so good?
Yes.
I feel like I need $500 to go shopping.
If you're going to do that, get the Thai basil again and do those tomatoes.
I know.
Those were amazing.
Shada said there's more than one kind of celery. That's the first I've heard of it too, Shada. I didn't know there was. Ooh. But Chinese pink celery has my interest piqued.
That sounds good.
Shad said Shell and I are shooting in the glot competition tomorrow evening. Then I'll be playing in the magic tournament. Look at y'all. Wow. Then I have to get on a plane and go to Vegas for a 3D modeling conference. Wow, y'all are big. Look at y'all. You just keep going. You just got back from Ireland and now look at all this stuff. How fun, a glot competition. You'll have to share your results. I'm excited. We're all cheering you on. And then the magic tournament. Oh, how fun. Now, I don't know what a 3D modeling conference, like, is that for building 3D stuff, like with the 3D machine or what? 22Q Cat said, I thought celery was celery. Yeah, we're all learning together. I'll show y'all. Shauna said, wow, busy meeting. Oh, are you the model or the modeling? Right? Shauna said, I'm so glad I don't have to eat veggies. Oh, right? You're glad you don't? I kind of like them sometimes. Sean said, I'm the modeler. Yeah, you left one off, right? But I was just like, ooh, I'm excited because, like, I'm thinking the carrots and the fennel, like doing another ferment with those. Mm-hmm. You like the fermented carrots, don't you?
Okay, they're in stuff. I don't like them by themselves.
Well, yeah, that's what I mean. They're good in a salad.
Yeah, or like in a coleslaw or something.
Yeah, but I was thinking, ooh, fennel flavored.
Yeah.
And then also with the salmon that we're planning on making, I was thinking of a fennel salad.
Yeah.
To go with that.
But I thought we were going to try and replicate the salad we had last night.
Yeah, I know. I might, but I might want to put some fennel in it.
Okay.
Would that bother you?
I guess not.
I'll put it in my salad then.
Okay.
Radical Geek said, I like eating vegetables. Shrug. I mean, I like these. So, Maitreya, have you heard of Chinese pink celery or Chinese white celery? Or I had no idea there were different types of celery. I mean, it makes sense. Everything can be like, what do they call it? You know how you get the different types of hotter and hotter peppers where they splice it or whatever. But I just thought those sounded really neat.
They do.
Sean said, I decided to leave for my company. Oh, a person everyone calls when they need help deciding something. So your phone's always ringing, right? That's really cool. Shauna said, I like some veggies, but not others. Not a fan of cooked squash. Oh, you don't like the even grilled squash? I thought that sounded so good. And what Paul was doing, so the channel Frugal Money Savers is, so he had the grill set up, but he had aluminum foil down, and the veggies still got the grill marks on them.
Yeah.
And he was just grilling the red bell.
He just did that so they can fall through.
Right. Because he had red bell peppers, onions, zucchini, and yellow squash, and did all of that. And I was like, ooh, that just looked really good to me. And I thought, I think that would be like a good side dish. I wouldn't do it as a sandwich.
No.
It seemed a little weird as a sandwich, but whatever, they liked it. Sean says, I always tell people I get paid to draw things on a computer all day. Oh, that sounds fun though.
All right.
Patty said, if nothing else, hopefully you can get pictures of the different celery for us, because I thought there was only one celery. Right. That's what I'm hoping for. I hope.
So we'll report back.
Yes. Delilah's got her appointment at 9 a.m. and the market starts at 9. So I'm going to have to take her, get back home, and go over there. So I hope he still has plenty in stock. Mm-hmm. Rickwood said, it's crisp and herbaceous with a sharp pungency that makes it less of a snacking celery and more of an ingredient for salads and delicious grain bowls. When cooked, it turns sweet and tender.
Oh, wow.
Oh. Shauna said it comes down to texture. Right, that makes sense. Okay, Maitreya said, yeah, pink celery is more fibrous and has a stronger, very slightly more peppery taste than regular. It's not eaten raw. Oh.
I wonder if you use it like what do they call it, the Maripol or whatever?
Yeah, probably. How do you think it would do fermented?
Or the Cajun Holy
Would
Trinity?
that make it more peppery? Or the Cajun Trinity, right? Yeah, I think that sounds good. I'm anxious to try it. I'll try basically anything once. But I thought that would be, I don't know. Good. I'm excited. But yeah, I feel like I want to buy all of this. The black nebula carrots sound cool too. So we'll see. I mean, I know it's a little pricey. I say, oh, we're going to buy it all. But then I'll get there and be like, yeah, he wants $4 a bulb of garlic or some shit like that.
All right.
That's what we say at work when we want to say, the other. Mm-hmm.
I know.
Like it just says ship. Well, ship, this happened. Well, ship, now we got this.
Right.
So that's always fun. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this. I'm excited for the fennel bulb. I love fennel. Like, fennel me up. I'll take fennel every way possible. What?
Nothing.
And I don't know if I'll do the edible flowers again.
No, that wasn't worth it.
Well, you said everything, and I don't feel like we need the fresh herbs.
Probably not.
So, but, oh, yeah. I'm excited, y'all. Hopefully, he'll still have plenty there when I get there.
Reschedule Delilah for next week.
She needs her heartworm shot.
I know.
Oh, Betray says, agreed. I like fennel. I love the smell of fennel. So I have a little bit of fennel seed. So for what I'm making tomorrow, I think I have enough fennel seed to make what I'm going to do. But I'm excited to have the fronds, because that's one good thing when I buy from this farmer, you're buying the whole thing. So if I get the carrots, I also get the carrot tops.
Oh, good. You make some more
pesto. Yeah. That's what I was thinking.
Oh, it's so good on my eggs.
That pesto, y'all, it was and now I've got pecans, so I can do the pecans and all of the carrot tops, and I still have some radish tops. What?
You said you're not making the cheesecake now. I was looking forward to that. Damn it, Mom.
Well, I can make a smaller cheesecake.
Don't worry about it.
Or I can do cheese. Well, I'm making you the muffins. Oh,
cheesecake muffins?
Yeah.
There you go.
Well, it'll be more of a muffin, but it'll have some cream cheese mixed in.
Yeah.
So it'll be like a blueberry cream cheese muffin.
That's just amazing.
That does sound good.
But now you should get another thing of Pernell, so we do like little muffin sandwiches.
But you're getting the sausage.
So we can do both. One for breakfast, one's for dinner. And you're going to eat them too.
Shauna said, Heath is so... I skipped a comment. Heath is so full, he's fallen asleep and he's bummed about cheesecake. And Shauna said, I used to take Fiddle capsules for indigestion.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because it's kind of got the licorice smell and all. And so it's supposed to be good for indigestion. But yeah, see what happens. He was hangry earlier and now he is snoggy. I don't know. What's the...
Snoggy?
I'm just making up words here.
No, I mean, it's getting close to bedtime.
Yeah, that's true.
Because I got to get up in the morning. I got to work tomorrow.
Well, I got to get up and take Delilah.
Yeah, but you ain't got to get up at the same time I do.
You choose to get up at 6:30.
So I can take care of your dog and make your coffee and do all my other stuff in the morning. I got chores in the morning. Because remember, I have to feed them. You don't get up and feed them.
I feed them in the evening.
I know that.
And it doesn't take me half an hour. It takes 5 minutes.
Well, I'll do that while I'm doing other stuff too.
Shauna said, poor Heath has a 25-minute alert window between hangry and sleepy. Right? Oh, Rickwood said, from Google, pink celery can be fermented and is tasty. Now, they also listed a tango and they put green celery. So is that the same thing as the celery we all know and love is tango celery? I didn't even know there was a term. I thought celery was celery, but apparently there are names.
You see, I told you got to put a crowbar in that wallet too because I want some more Dapper Goat.
Listen to him putting a crowbar. I feel like that's a little rude to say that. To say that.
No, it's not.
But then I got really happy when I was adding in my 401k, your 401k, and our HISA. I was like, ooh. I felt a little good today.
Nice. Yeah, because I got paid this week, so I made it easier too, right?
Well, because I looked at your 401k, I was like, ooh, it's really building up. Making him contribute like 11% is really helping. Shauna says, I love you, Heath.
I love you more. But what I was thinking though, instead of getting the mozz,
just 5 more minutes, y'all.
Instead of getting the mozz, we could, when we make the meatballs,
the balls.
Why don't we use the Dapper Goat cheese to stuff it?
Because it'll just everywhere.
I know, that's what I'm looking forward to. I love it when the cheese does that.
But it won't be in there. It'll be all in the sauce because it'll just ooze out.
All right.
But the mozz, I think, will be better because it won't go as far. And I can cut those up ahead of time. Like, tomorrow when I get home, I cut up however much and put those in the freezer. The mozzarella little cubes in the freezer so that way they don't melt as fast when we stuff the balls with them. And we're going to have big old balls. And we're just going to make it to where it's 1 ball per person.
Yeah, why not?
Yeah.
I mean, you were talking about doing meatloaf, so instead of a slice of meatloaf, we're going to have a ball each.
1 ball. Rickwood said tango is an improved celery. Oh.
They went to an Ivy League school.
It is more tolerant of the less than ideal conditions. This hybrid produces dark green, thick stalks with lots of crunch and great flavor that is tender, almost stringless. Okay, well, I guess I'm getting all 3 varieties of celery.
It ain't no hood rat celery.
It probably isn't.
Call back.
It's a prep school celery.
Right. Bougie.
My bougie. I'm going to the bougie farmer's market.
Right.
And I already told the dogs that I'm going to get them a donut because I see the lady who makes the dog treats is going to be there tomorrow, and she makes doggy donuts. So I already promised them I'd get them each a donut if they're good. Sean said, before hanging out with y'all every Friday, I would play Call of Duty with some work friends till 1 or 2 in the morning. Y'all are helping me catch up on my sleep.
Aww.
Another reason I love hanging.
Aww. Thank you, brother.
Well, thank you. Right? It is nice getting that sleep, especially as I feel like as we get older, we realize how important sleep is, right? Because when I used to game, I was like that, Sean. I would game until 1 or 2, sometimes 3 in the morning, till basically there wasn't enough people to form a good party to do anything.
There wasn't a morning at all anymore. There's afternoon now.
Right. Well, and y'all, I used to be pretty bad because I would, on the way home, I would go get on Friday nights. I wouldn't do this during the week. During the week, I'd still play till 1 or 2 in the morning and then get up and go to work the next day. But on Fridays, I would stop at the store and buy a bottle of wine, and then I would drink the wine while I was gaming, the whole bottle.
So what you're telling me is I helped you sober up.
Right. Yeah, because I would drink the whole bottle as I'm gaming, which made gaming even more fun. Trying to do that while you're drunk. I mean, it's a whole new level. 22Q Cat said bougie celery. Right. Obviously. The tango one.
No, it's not.
And played Call of Duty. And then 22Q Cat said Doggy Donuts, love it. Isn't it adorable? I can't wait. They're gonna be so happy again. And maybe I'll put a scoop of ice cream on it. Did he?
Oh, I thought you stopped doing that.
Rickwood said 2 minutes to go, but I'm going to call it a night. Have a successful shopping trip, Shelly. See everyone Sunday.
No, he was there licking the plate.
Oh, well, good. And yes, we're going to call it a night as well. I'm going to read these last few comments, but everybody have a wonderful weekend. This has been such a delight being with all of you tonight. We're going to make the blueberry fudge, but I think you wanted to do chocolate, didn't you?
Chocolate blueberry?
That's what I thought you said.
That might be good. Or how did we do it last time?
With white.
Okay. But you want to do it with chocolate?
I don't know. But yes, everybody have a wonderful weekend. And if you want to, we will go live Sunday at 1 p.m. So I get my rest, and we'll talk about Heath's Emma's journey. And I'll read the last couple comments here. And I see Sean said raids would start at 7 and not end till 2 in the morning. Yeah, that was pretty crazy, right? Right. If you wanted to have a group, it wasn't we'll be done in an hour. We're just getting started in an hour. Lisa said she just signed up for Paramount Plus. Lots of good shows.
Was it?
Oh, yeah.
We looked at the lineup and nothing grabbed us.
Oh, I didn't look. Yes, and happy Mother's Day. I'm sorry. I almost forgot. Happy Mother's Day to all of you. Yes. You're amazing.
All of our adopted mothers.
Yes, and I hope you have a wonderful Sunday and everybody celebrates the amazing person that you are. Or if you're, technically not a mother, like, I'm technically not, I'm sure you have mothers in your life that you can celebrate, right, y'all? So, yes, please do that. And Sean also said, happy Mother's Day to all the mothers. Thank you for reminding me. Yeah. And Shauna said, good night. Love y'all. Love you more. Elle Strange said, chocolate so hood. Oh, she said good. I think the hood is what you meant. Oh, y'all are amazing. Thank you so much. And Radical Geek said, okay, I'll maybe make it Sunday, but we are going out for chicken wings and my kid wants to hang out. Well, do that. Awesome. Do that. Do it. We'll probably be really short too on Sunday because I know y'all got better things to do than to be with us.
What if you got some coconut water and you mixed it with this? It's not even worth it.
All right. Good night, y'all. We love you. Have a great week.